of a universe humming a tune. For merely dreaming we were snow. A siren sounds like the goddess who promises endless apologies of paradise. And only she can make it right. So things are different tonight. We'll go together in flight.
Are you telling me that I'm a circle? Thank you.
A circle.
I'm a circle.
Yeah.
Hi everyone, welcome to the Cursed Ones, where man down, but we are trucking on as always because we love to ride trucks every day of the week. Welcome to the Trucker Supreme Extraordinaire, where we drive trucks every week. Don't fucking ask. Anyways, hi. I'm really excited for this session. That's all I have to say. So let's jump into the question of the day. That was a rhyme. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Oh my god. So, what should the question of the day be today? That is the question of all time, I think. Give me just a moment to put on my thinking cap, which is a cap that I totally have.
Is it though?
For sure
Yeah,
did.
it
For
is.
Sure did.
It for sure did.
For
Okay.
Sure did.
For sure did. Okay. This is the question of the day. What's your favorite card game? Why not? Let's do that. What is your favorite card game out of all the card games in the world? I will start us off today, as I tend to do. Hi, I'm Astropog, PogChamp, Pog Championship. I'm Dean, I'm the Dungeon Master, and I play everyone else in this campaign. And on the question of what my favorite card game is, I mean, I have to go with Uno. Who couldn't go with Uno? Uno is delectably chaotic in ways that are just unseen. Not too long ago, I had a 2-hour Uno match with my mom, in which I put on a British accent the entire time and was the character of a very scandalized British person. I was just playing the conductor, who was just affronted every single time I was contested or +2'd. It was 2 hours of absolute agony for my mother, but it was sheer euphoria for me. I became an entirely different person, and I am a changed woman, man, everything as a result, because Uno. Morgue, who are you, and what is your favorite card game?
I play Arden, and my favorite card game. There's so many.
I know.
I guess Illumat is a card game, but it has things that aren't just cards. So I'm gonna scratch that. Although Illumat is a very good game. But last night my family were playing Naval War, and so I'm gonna say that because it's really fun.
We love Naval War.
Do you know that card game?
I do, actually. I've played it before.
Excellent.
Yep. Really good one.
Sometimes people. I mean, another really good one though is Mealborn.
Ooh,
that's
yeah.
another excellent game.
I play a ton of card games. My mama collects cards, really different color, different really cool card sets. So we have a bunch of cards in the house, and so we play a ton of cards. So I know a ton of card games, perhaps all of them. That's impossible. There's millions of card games. Yeah, Scooby-Doo, Pirates Ahoy. Who are you? And what's your favorite card game?
Hi, I'm Kiki. I play Lily, and I want to say that it's War, but it's not. Because,
I love War.
The reason I want
Out of
to put
context
War on the
clips.
list is because it's very fast-paced, and I'm really good at hitting people.
There's so many good out of context clips from this entire question of the day so far. I love naval warfare. I love war. I'm really good at hitting people. It's going great so far.
I'm a really big fan of solitaire. So much so, to the point where I'm level 50 on my computer version of solitaire.
Oh my god.
I own 17 different decks of cards. and one of my nervous tics a while ago was to shuffle a deck of cards. Like it got to the point where I completely ruined a deck of cards due to the fact that there was like a bunch of gunk on it because I kept touching them. But I love solitaire. I play a bunch of different kinds of solitaire. I'm a fan of Klondike. I'm a fan of Tribe Peaks. I'm a fan of Pyramid. I mean,
Is that the criminal?
It is.
Oh my yo, we manifested it by talking about war so much and now Benny's here.
War never changes.
War.
Quick heads up for the following weeks. My grandma was just put into palliative care, and my dad is made a last minute flight, so he'll be here in about 6 hours.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
So I was prepping the house for that, so.
Of course, no worries. Yeah, make sure that you take care, and I hope everything's going all right there. Yeah. Let me know if you.
British. She's gonna down with the British.
Yeah. Oh, she's British? Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. Anyways.
that laugh.
Kiki, I think it's still your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No
I
worries.
also love the solitaire that requires 2 decks of cards. You ever play Mount Olympus? That's just wild.
Yo, things we.
Yeah, I play on solitaire.com.
Iconic.
That is iconic. Our question of the day today is, what is your favorite card game? I also just want to say for you, Crime, that in chat, Cece just yelled, "Crime! Pog!"
Yeah! I love you, CC!
I can't wait until we reunite. I really can't wait. I mean, okay.
Oh my god, it's gonna be
Just
so good.
just reminder for everyone, 3 sessions left in both of the sides, and then we're reunited. 3 sessions left. Hang on, gamers, we're getting out of here.
Only 3 sessions away. I'm so excited about this information. Cursed ones, 3 sessions away.
Cursed ones, 3 sessions. I don't know why. That is infectious. Now I'm gonna start saying that everywhere.
Yeah.
All right, so that brings us to good luck and have fun, but you're playing Minecraft. Bye, CC. Have fun with Minecraft. Our asses are not saving Gilly in 3 sessions. Team Ride or Die is doing great.
I didn't play Ride or Die. My power went out.
You guys will be fine. Here's the thing. I think if we get done early, then we just like yeet ourselves into the
exactly.
the outer lands or whatever, and then we just like all drop in on top of the villain and just smash them. And then Gilly is fine because we fell from the sky.
Exactly. This is how we win. Kiki? All good?
Kiki, are you good?
Kiki, give it! Oh no!
He's dying.
Not Gibby! Not the Gibby! No! That's actually so true though!
That's us! Drop it into the outlet!
Gibby! Metal Gear Crime, who are you? And what's your favorite card game?
My name is Crime. Hello. I play Benny. Yo.
Benny!
My favorite, oh my god. This is gonna be such a silly answer, but I love Hearthstone still. I know. I know Hearthstone, Blizzard, big cringe, we hate Activision Blizzard, but
we do.
Hearthstone has been around forever, bro.
Online card games are card games, that's all. For a minute I was like, wait, but that's a video game. And then I was like, oh wait, no, it's card.
It is a card game.
Yeah.
So.
Weird. I think it's pretty based. It's pretty fun.
I used to play some Hearthstone. Hearthstone's like super fun when you just have like gimmicky ass decks. What was that thing that they did a little while ago where it was like those like pick your own adventure? Those modules were super fun. Like I kind of want to bring some Hearthstone inspired stuff into D&D sometime, just because like it's such a cool concept for a card game, and I think it would meld like really well with the 5e system in some way, but that's something I'll have to think about sometime. But pretty cool game. CC says Wizard 101 is technically a card game. True, and I think all of us should change our answers to Wizard 101. It is law.
I've never played it, so I definitely could not.
I've also never played it, so I could not.
Wizard 101 is the most paywall-y thing ever, and it's awesome.
I like to play a physical game. Here's the thing. The thing about a real physical card game is I can go downstairs, metaphorically or literally, and be like, hey, fam, you want to play a game together? And then my parents and my brother will simply come play a game with me. And
Sorry, how do you metaphorically go downstairs?
Sometimes we're not all in the same house, so instead of like, hey, next time we get together, we should do this, and then it counts, even though I didn't literally get up and physically go downstairs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's reasonable. That is actually
into the public space my whole family is in.
That's more reasonable than I thought it would be. Paywalls are such a bitch. I haven't played Wizard 101 in forever, but when you can actually get going without being blocked, I promise it's so fun. Thank you, Cece, for the input. It's almost like Cece is here with us now. Sometimes I can still hear her voice.
I was gonna say.
Sometimes I can still hear.
So much.
Sometimes I can still hear her voice. Hammy is shaped like a baseball.
Unironically, miss Cece so much. My favorite. I'm gonna toss him up in the air.
Question of the day: who do we love? Cece.
Cece.
Cece. Let's go. Me.
Yeah, we love you.
Wow.
An avocado.
An avocado. Hey. Wow. Let's do a session recap. Yippee! Oh, one last thing from Cece. I love you, Crime. Can't wait for full party to come back. Yay!
Oh, thank you. All right, recap.
Recap. Let's go. All right. So, all right. Recap. So last session, what happened was basically we picked up where the session prior had left off, and that being in the middle of a storm conjured by none other than Lee Hostine, who at the time was being controlled by something called the Leviticus Protocol. This caused Lee to basically lose all control of himself and his actions as he was being controlled by none other than Roxanne Marlowe, everyone's favorite character in all of Cursed Ones. There is no objections to this. Do not give me that look, Lily / Kiki. And so the party banded together to try and snap Lee out of it. Unfortunately, things started to get rather tumultuous and rather troublesome rather quickly as the storm grew and grew, and due to the radius that was around Lee, everyone was vulnerable to lightning damage, and his whole thing was kind of lightning damage, so it didn't go well, especially when people started going down and the captain started to use up what little he had in terms of actions that he could take before something called the Law of Fate's Death kicked in. So, the party banded together as best as possible, Arden taking advantage of the fact that Leviticus currently could not target her, to try and help the party stay up as much as possible, but unfortunately, things just kept getting worse as Benny was killed in combat, and the ship started sinking. It took a lot of the captain's power just to bring Benny back with a single revivify, and even with that, it was uncertain if they were going to be able to get the ship afloat, but thanks to some very ingenuitive thinking between Benny's water walk spell, animate objects, which is probably the funniest combo I've ever seen happen in D&D, turning something into a creature to cast water walk on it, legitimately the most genius thing that has ever happened. I hate this is boring. All right, have fun with the ban. Bye! Get out of here.
Imagine, bro.
Imagine
coming into a chat and the first thing you say is, hey, can't be me.
How to get banned. How to get banned 101. L plus ratio.
Literal. Out of here, babe.
Bye. Anyways, so to continue on with the recap, things finally ended up with oh god, I'm not thinking correctly right now. My brain just got like completely...
We welded all the holes together with either mending and scrap metal, or Benny went through and like frost rayed the whole thing like back together. And Lee was able to use, I think it was telekinesis, to pull the water out of the boat. Once the water was out of the boat, however, we did go back over and cover up the rest of the frosted holes because somebody would have gotten us on that if we didn't. Not naming names, but and then I can't explain what happened after that, but I know that.
After that, the party decided that after a long fight to keep the ship afloat and to, you know, not die, that, well, they needed some rest. But before rest, Arden ended up having a nice conversation with Lee about trauma and how it affects you after so long, and Lily and Benny had a conversation with... Now, I would say the name that she was called this previous campaign, but I, as a DM, I do not want to dead name one of my own characters. So Astra, which is now the name that she's chosen for herself, chose this new name, Astra, this new identity, in a conversation with Benny and Lily, and everyone got together and fell asleep on the subconscious vessel. And we ended the session with a long rest. The party, too exhausted to really investigate the damages that had come to the doors due to the, because of the attack that Lee had given the ship. And furthermore, we ended the session on something that the party couldn't see, that being the captain pulling out a memory orb of his own. A memory orb that implied that he once knew Benny Jetts when he was a human. So, with that in mind, that is going to bring us to the start of the session, whenever we are ready. And I am gonna go pull up the ambiance. Entertain chat! Alright, I got it. Thank you. Thank you, Morgue.
Your own device.
You know who we love? We love Cece. We love Kiki. We love Crime. We love Morgue. We love the squad. Let's go. All right. Woo, 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 woo. All right. So, without further ado, are we ready to jump into Cursed One Shellshock Session 12?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can't hear you.
Aye, Captain.
Oh. Let's begin, shall we? Right. They're tricky, aren't they? I don't know how they do it. Dream up solutions such as that. I truly can't tell what it is at this point. Dumb luck of thousands of apes with quills scribbling endless nothing until one sticks. Or the trained hand of calculated thinkers. All due respect, I'm stretched rather thin right now. Lest you get your hands on other profits, I've got this entire company to ring together. I held my part of the bargain. You've held yours, sir. I think it's the former. Your musings never cease to amuse me, as does your general misunderstanding of how people function. Roxana was the blueprint for people.
Get his ass.
Then
Well, no wonder they're so
do
fucked
you
up.
then do you imply that you're well calculated or a fool? I was a fool then. And what are you now? Now, I'm the Emperor. Choice descriptions, sir. You see, back when I ran a coffee shop, back when, well, before you had your little hands on me, I did readings, tarot readings, a random draw of cards, an old leftover from when I truly believed in spontaneum. I often think of them in this line of work. The Emperor. Authority, establishment, domination, control, sat upon a throne of devil horns, a crown of gold. One that all must listen to, but behind the throne, that's what's always fascinated me. A mountain, a river Styx. The fool, well, people would often be met with a frown when the fool had been pulled, but I quite enjoyed the fool. It was my favorite card to pull, actually. Why yes, admiring the dull-minded is truly a fascinating thing. Oh, like most others, it seems that you're misinterpreting the fool. They don't stand for dull-minded nonsense, no. What the fool does is frolics on a mountainous riverside and experiences freedom. The fool knows in the distance there are dangers. A precipice below its feet, a sun burning scorching rays above its head, but doesn't focus on such things, no. Instead, he looks off into a distance further than them. The fool doesn't let the odds stop him. The fool is potential. be on the backside of a throne. The fool will keep dancing despite the obstacles. It is not stupidity. It's not dumb luck. It might not be thought out, but I think it's something else. Something that neither of us truly understand anymore. That I fear. And I think you should too. Fear is weakness, my dear. Do you truly see no way that you lose? They're figuring out. We've let ego allow certain bits of information to slip. More information than I thought we were going to be giving away at this state in the game. A balance between comfort and terror is what guides the foolish. Control the coal mines that suck them dry, then pour their beer at the end of the day, so they can sing drinking songs to get through another day. They'll keep mining if they think it'll lead them to the tavern at the end of the day. Genesis pauses, stands upright, and turns to face you. Huh. Fascinating. I think he can hear us. Roxanne turns on her heel, following his slow movements. Fate is wonderfully malicious, isn't it? One ship stays afloat, but the other sinks. Truly, is there such a manner to deny how brilliant Pandora is? Captain lived. What did you do? What did you do? I put a crack in the wall and let fate tear it down. Roxanne, return to your duties. Oh, and go get them that knock spell. And you... Don't worry, love. You'll do the right thing at the end of the day. You're my better half, after all, aren't you? Oh, and Roxanne? Yes. Stop bothering with tarot. It's confirmation bias-filled nonsense. And in a bolt of light, the scene disappears. Let's get the other ambience. Hang on. Hang on. Yippee! There we go. Okay. Scene disappears. The walls churn and creak with every movement of the vessel. Infuriating noises like the popping of bones, the bending of ligaments, the doors. They make the loudest noises. Despite the comfort of your group's slumber, you experience it. One by one, your eyes close for a moment, and then you fall. Only to flinch awake, spot the metal boat sky, and remember that no, you're not falling for real. It's just a dream. But God, those dreams, they plunge you down a flight of stairs, the side of a cliff, an impossibly small gap that suddenly stretches to thousands of meters in milliseconds. There's that rush of wind, the sensation of smallness. Sure, you can just shake it off, curl back up and close your eyes, but there's no doubt that for just a couple of seconds you think for certain that you're falling. You awaken, one by one, eerily to that same sensation, but almost detached. Instead of feeling yourself have those dreams, those ones that just suddenly plummet you and then you wake up, no. You don't feel it this time from the first perspective. You swear that you don't feel like it was you that fell down that bottomless dream pit. Huh. Good morning! What do you all do as you rise up onto the deck of the subconscious?
Breakfast?
My mouth tastes like sheet metal.
Coffee can fix that, kiddo. Let me get
I
up.
don't like coffee.
Somehow I don't know if coffee's gonna accomplish that.
Alright.
I'd say you could make yourself the, like, blood mochi, but I think we still have that, like, ember in it.
Crime.
So...
That's me. Oh,
There is that second that you wake up, and of course you're doing your regular routine of coffee, check on the kids, get up and deal with the ever-present pain in your lower back, now spreading to your hip. And oh god, yep, you need to crack out some of those joints at this point. Okay, yep. But when that's done, Exodus. You blink around. Huh. You don't know where you are. Or who these people are. You are now fully in the mindset of Exodus. Circa...
Oh, God damn it.
Circa before you knew about the truth of Genesis. And you've woken up on a strange metallic vessel with some choice characters surrounding you.
Can we just do like 10 more minutes?
You can
Who
sleep
are
10
you?
more minutes.
Funny, I don't remember going to sleep here. I don't remember going to sleep here at all. What?
Okay, well, maybe you fell asleep on the other side of the boat, buddy, but, you know, when you're on a ship, you move.
Hold
No,
on.
I'm quite
Hold on
certain
now.
that you fell asleep with us. It was actually Arden and I who came over to the end of the pile at the end of the night.
Who's Arden? Who are you?
What? Wait.
Wait, is this like when he got zapped by the door, and she like turns her head
What
towards Arden?
door?
Like,
What is going on?
I think he's got a pretty bad case of the door.
Pretty bad case of the door. That's gonna be the session title.
That doesn't even make sense. Who?
Well, all right.
Well, first
What
and
year do you
foremost,
think it is?
he's pointing at Arden. Where's your mother? You're too young to be here.
She said
We
I could
got
be here.
full
Also, she
permission
was
from
here,
her
like-
mother.
Also, we saw her like a couple hours ago, really.
Oh,
She did try to kill us, yeah.
Don't worry, shit, you're just panicking more.
Sorry.
What? Oh,
Not
I
used
need
to
to.
keeping my mouth shut.
I
sorry.
mean, it doesn't matter that much.
Do you
What the-
do you actually not remember us right now?
No. No. Am I supposed to know who
Okay.
you are? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and that's actually a pretty big problem. What year do you think it is? What is
Well-
your name?
Exodus.
Okay, so
Scheiße.
I was gonna try and rule out a concussion, but I think that's
What?
worse than a concussion.
What time is it? What
That's
time is
not
it? It's
good.
nearly morning. Shit, I need to get. Oh my god.
Not really.
Jenny's gonna be worried where I am. I need
Ooh,
to.
there is wincing from everyone on the boat. Yikes. Yikes.
She leans over.
Big
She
yikes.
leans over to Lee and is like, "I think he's still. You know what? With
Yes, I've
you
put
know
that
who."
together. Yes,
I
yes.
know, but I need to put it into words because.
Yes,
I'm
I
a
understand.
reporter.
Well, now you're putting the words into my head and I'm having to imagine it.
Put her hand on his shoulder, like real softly, and be like, "Benny, you broke up."
What?
What happened to not freaking it out anymore?
Well, I think that part's gonna be okay, but can you imagine if he actually showed up and then Benny tried to... That'd be really bad.
What do you mean?
Deeply awkward.
You gave the poor man a panic attack.
Look,
I did it, but that.
Listen.
This is.
Listen.
Yes, he was. It's okay. It was probably the right
Okay.
decision.
But I mean, Exodus, whatever the hell your name is right now, just I need you to match my non-existent breathing, and she's gonna like pretend to breathe.
Yeah, you haven't breathed in a while, so I don't think you have the
She's
rhythm
like-
quite down. So it's just like.
She's there. She's like. She like looks at like not looks, but she's like, "Can somebody else do this? I don't normally breathe."
I would, but I'm just gonna break out the giggles.
I must be dead. I must be dead. This is too ridiculous.
No, you're not
I didn't
dead.
realize he was. Look, I knew they were involved. I didn't realize they were like that involved, though.
I mean,
They were
theoretically.
like in love.
yeah.
Was the steak I made last night poisonous? Did I poison myself? Did I?
No, you're
You're
not.
not dead.
You're just
You're
like,
not dead.
Well,
No,
theoretically,
okay,
when you
so
do
this is
think
gonna
about it,
sound-
when you think about it though, like when, because Benny has kind of, taken a new identity in the future. I mean, in some kind of way, Exodus as a concept is supposed to be dead, but
Not
Uh,
physically.
Not
No.
Not
We're all very
literally,
alive,
not-
very alive. We're just in another dimension.
Oh, okay. I can. That's believable.
She's like, yep, we're all alive.
The dimension of death.
Stand over there.
Astra says.
No, we're in the
She's
subconscious.
kidding you. We're not in the
all
dimension of
alive.
death.
Dean, did the
We're all
subconscious
alive.
exist during?
It
the time-
absolutely didn't.
Okay. I am very familiar with the realms, and there is no such place called the
Well, this one's new,
subconscious.
I think.
New.
So
Yeah, it might have
it's-
flown under your radar.
it's new.
Patent pending.
Oh, patent.
It's okay. The guy in charge of it is like the coolest.
You,
think I must
Benny.
speak t- Oh,
You. Oh yeah. No, continue on because I like where this is going.
I think I must speak to the man in charge right away.
You hear the sound of a bunch of hands behind you moving slowly but ever so quickly behind you, and a shadow rises up behind you. And as you turn
good
to meet the
heavens.
gaze of the captain, it is just, as I've described before, just this absolutely warped figure with thousands of arms at the bottom of his cloak. Actual Eldritch Horror type thing with like this long yellow raincoat and like these chattering teeth, no visible eyes or face, just teeth inside a hood.
Pardon me. I scared life out of me.
Hey, no staring, it's rude.
I'm terribly sorry. He's putting his eyes down a little bit. He's like, oh, I'm terribly sorry. You are in charge, yes?
There's a chattering of teeth, just like a crunch noise above you. And then the captain is going to slowly step to the side and is going to look down the darkened hallway and is going to turn to the rest of you all and is going to hand you guys a letter. He hands it past Exodus and towards Arden and Lily and Lee and Astra. And
I guess Arden will probably take it just because,
Yeah. It just reads, "The doors broke. As such, things may become much stranger
Hey,
in a short amount of time."
Captain, are you saying his brain is broken?
The captain moves to the side just slightly, and there is just this drop in the middle of the subconscious vessel. It's just dare I say, it almost has the physics of a Minecraft door underwater. Doors encircle this drop down. All of the doors that were previously on the walls are gone, and instead have all kind of come together and merged to form a pathway that just goes down, exactly where the captain would normally pull people to help them in their slumber.
Hey, Arden, how bad is it? On a scale of 1 to oh my fucking god? I'll take that as the worst possible
It's
one.
a bad. It's a pretty reasonable. I mean, at least it's not. We're not sinking.
Well, I mean, yeah, I can feel the hole in the ground. I just
Yeah,
it goes
but
down.
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 I think that there's some cause
Heading.
for concern.
Yeah, and he's also broken, and she's gonna point at Benny, completely disregarding the fact that he's existing.
I'm broken?
No.
Metaphorically, maybe, but not
Theoretically,
literally.
yes, in the brainscape. No, that doesn't sound right.
Okay, you know what?
no.
We're gonna get all the freak out of the way right now so that it doesn't happen randomly and we can't control the situation. Hi, Exodus. My name is Lily. Nice to meet you. It is the year 1000. The year M. I meant to say that in Roman numerals. We're gonna pretend I said M.
1,000 is actually people do say 1,000,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter.
Okay. It is the year M. Not whenever you think it is. And we are in your brain.
Ooh,
I would give more
Why?
context,
Do you
but there's really no more context to really give for the situation.
No, do
It
you want
is
us to
It is about
Do you wanna
1,000
sit
years in the
down?
future, and you are indeed inside your brain.
He's sitting down.
I would offer you to
That's
help sit
probably
down,
fair.
but
I really jibbed this one up, didn't I?
it's
I didn't-
not your fault. It's the thing in your head. The other one.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, this is like, I guess technically my mom's fault, but I feel like even then, it
Technically
goes
your
beyond
mom's
that to
fault?
being like,
Technically
you
your
know-
mom's fault.
well, okay, but here's the thing, because ultimately, I don't think it was her that, like, programmed Lee. So, I feel like...
Yeah, that was
there's layers of
Genesis.
things going...
That
yeah,
was definitely
there's layers of things
Genesis.
going on here.
Oh,
Where's Genesis? If I get to
Scheiße.
work this all
I
out.
just
Not
forgot.
here. Actually, he's not
Jay
maybe
sitting
like
down.
100 feet of me. I think. What was it my mom said? 100 feet or was it 200 feet?
I think she
Hey,
said
like-
some.
I think she said something like, you know, he's never allowed to be within the distance of a spell in radius of you, so like,
500
There are some
feet, I think
spell-
dimension
there are
doors.
Far. Pretty
no,
far.
there are some spells that like have a mile or multiple mile radiuses, so he's long gone. Hopefully.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
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 I need to get back to my own time.
You're not
Yeah,
exactly
that was stealing
displaced in
current
time.
things
There was
back,
no
which
chronology
kinda
in-
rude.
Play here.
Yeah, so you're not exactly time traveling. We know a guy who does that. You're kind of like the body of the person you're in. He's a guy named Benny. He's technically you, but like 1,000 years in the future. You follow me? So, but your brain is broken. Therefore, you are not Benny anymore. You
Maybe
are
we
you.
should stop describing it as his brain being broken. I feel as if that is going to
I
cause
don't
distress.
know what else to describe it as. I'm
No,
not a
it's
very
reasonable. His
scientific person.
brain is broken. It's just I don't know if that's that you know the most comforting way of phrasing it.
It's scrambled like eggs.
Yes. No. What?
Yep, you're an egg.
My, so, I'm in a realm called the subconscious with a bunch of people from the year M.
Yeah, technically,
Yeah.
I think maybe you're also from the year M. It's just that you've lost
The
the
body you're
memory.
in.
Yeah. No. It's all there. The whole
I need
package.
a mirror. Does anyone have a mirror?
I can't see
yes?
myself, no.
Yeah, Arden,
If
you
you
have
shine
one.
the
You have a
mirror
hand
well-
mirror.
Yeah, I'll pull out a mirror and be like, here you go. I'll hold the mirror though, so that he doesn't drop it and like break it.
He's like touching his face and feeling his facial hair and looking at touching his
I
waxed
mean, the
up hair.
beard suits you.
I'm old!
It looks nice though. How is that a problem?
I'm almost your age. Lee miserably
you're
looks down.
insulting Lee.
Oh,
Jesus.
Sorry. Where's my... I have grays! I have facial
Yeah,
hair.
it's distinguished.
Yeah, and the facial hair looks good.
Yeah, honestly,
You didn't start aging until I
I
met
think
you,
the
so I was
facial
kind of
hair
worried.
suits you better than not having any facial hair.
I think I remember a time. No, I wasn't around for then.
No, you're,
I mean,
you're
I
right.
wasn't
Back
around
when I
for them,
still
but,
had my
like-
eyes and like a semblance of sight. He didn't have facial hair. And then I got my eyes gouged
We
out,
are
and I
all
went
in
and
agreement
did
that the
whole
beard
thing.
is a good choice for you.
And the beard was a good choice.
Uh-huh.
A good idea.
Thank
Yeah,
It looks nice.
you.
we like it. I love it.
I can't see it. I can't see it, but it's great.
Well, thank you. I'm getting off track. Thank you, but oh. Why do you keep acting so strange when I bring up my partner?
Do we want to rip the
So
band-aid
you know
off
how
or
it's been 1,000 years?
Yes.
She leans over to Lee and is just like, "All right, work with me on this one." You
Why
know
am
how
I
it's
the one
been
who's
1,000
working
years?
with you? I don't want to be
Because,
the one working
because you're
with
the
you on this.
closest.
I'm the
You're the
closest.
closest.
What, physically speaking or like emotionally speaking?
Physically.
Oh, yes, I
Emotionally,
am.
I'm the closest with him, but he's scrambled.
Okay, I was going to. Yes, I'm just saying. Okay, I do not. Okay, fine. I follow your lead.
Okay, so you know how it's been like 1,000 years? Well, you know, you and your partner have been like separated for like 100 or so.
He's evil.
You know, he's
like straight up evil.
yeah, he's evil. He's bad. He's no good.
Yeah, like he manipulated children.
He tried to. Oh my.
He tried to end the world. He gave curses, and that's why I don't have any eyes. And that's why Lee has his thing, and that's why Astra has her thing. Art doesn't have a curse yet.
How
You turned into a giant monster.
Oh, maybe don't mention the monster part.
Within several months.
Okay, never mind. Right now, you don't turn into a giant monster because you're not. Yep.
No giant monsters. Nope, you didn't kill your son with it.
Astra!
I didn't even know you had a son.
I'm sorry. I thought we were trying to be blunt.
Women.
I thought we were trying to get it all out on the table for him, but in a way that was like kind of denial.
I mean, I kind of get it. Honestly, don't worry about it that much. It's fine.
Either way, you have to trust us.
I don't like girls though. How did I have a kid?
Strange.
Maybe it's like a she had a kid, and because I don't know what your kid looks like. I don't think. Well, I don't remember. I know what he looks like. I just don't remember.
Yeah,
obviously.
I think you're
I'm
bisexual.
pretty sure they had the kid together.
Yeah, that might be. Yeah, you might be bisexual.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is? Did they invent that yet?
I don't know if they
No.
invented
Bisexuality wasn't
I know what that is.
Was
awful
like the
concept.
importance of sexuality exist yet?
I mean,
He
maybe-
shrugs.
I don't know, maybe it's a thing where it's like you felt like you were forced to be heterosexual, but your wife was a really nice woman. Okay, we don't need to get into the semantics.
no, he
of
wouldn't be
your love life. I don't
heterosexual
wanna do
because
that.
he was fucking Genesis.
Yes, okay,
Yeah,
bisexual.
Who's a man that's
alright?
homosexual.
This is like giving my own father the talk, alright? It's weird.
No, I'm just saying that he was never heterosexual. That was never in the
No,
picture.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You look at this man and you think there's a shred of heterosexuality in him.
I want you to
Nice
say
way to
look at him
oppose
again, and I
that.
want you to look at me in the eyes, Lee. She doesn't even have bandages on, they're just holes. And she's like,
I forgot. It's just with the Trimmersons. I mean, you tend to just know stuff. You know more than me half the time. I've had a very stressful day.
Okay, so
Yeah,
my
It's fine.
partner
We're gonna. It's
is actually evil.
yes.
Yep.
My
Oh,
partner,
you know
my-
that, okay. Do you remember the thing that happened with, oh my god, what town were we just in with the grease guy? Arden, what town were we in with the grease guy? Kiki can't remember.
the.
Threadwire? I think it was Threadwire.
It was Threadwire.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you remember? Are you the one that remembers what happened in Threadwire with the demon and the people dying?
No.
the what?
Damn it! Okay. Oh!
But is Threadwire okay?
Have
Did
things-
something happen?
I mean,
Have
But-
things been
long time
happening?
ago? I
Like
guess we
bad
can think of the
things
future,
happen.
but-
Nowadays, it's okay.
Okay.
When did the Colossi die? Is that a thing yet?
What if he doesn't know that?
Awesome.
I mean, it's not even matters. I don't think this is time travel.
Benny, you remember that a Colossus just recently died.
Oh
like-
yeah.
Yesterday, actually.
That was in the pamphlet yesterday.
That
Tiamat.
was your boyfriend.
Tiamat. I did not date.
No! The person who killed Tiamat, you idiot! Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. The person who killed Tiamat was your boyfriend, or like kind of nebulously your boyfriend. He was either possessing someone to do it or was there. We don't exactly
But why
like
would he
know the
do that?
specifics. Cause he hates
You know,
he hates the
honestly, at
world.
this
He
point-
doesn't like the world. He's trying to end the world, Exodus.
I'll be honest, I don't know if we are putting up the best case here.
I mean, we've kind of been a little out of order and in like weird. Like, if you,
all this
Yeah,
stuff.
we
just
kind of-
all the
like,
stuff I have
the
about
person
Genesis.
whose body you're in is no longer dating that guy. Like, you might be dating him, but you're
don't
dating
exactly-
the past version of him. And
Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't
Yeah.
exactly have any like physical evidence to prove it, but I mean, you can trust us.
I just like all of the
I mean,
evidence I
have
have is just
I
like
have my
anecdotal.
journal. I
That
write down
didn't
things in
work.
my journal. I could just like, I mean, you can tell I've written it in the past. So I don't know if that really serves as proof, but I feel like it kind of. I mean, it's definitely like related, you know.
One of the things, one of the like, I don't know, children of your boy. I don't know if they're kids. They're like son or whatever. The eyeballs, the pantheon, tried to like end the entire Wolvenshire. Just gone. I don't even know if Wolvenshire exists yet for you, but
Wolvenshire did not exist.
It's a whole continent of people.
Oh,
and
so
he
that
tried
one's
to
new.
kill.
Hey, wait, didn't they get rid of an entire island with the sigil of the above, though?
Oh yeah. What was that place called? The Sepaternum.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing
It's
that
gone now. Like the whole thing.
Yeah, he had just entirely sunk.
Sepaternum exists for you.
Yes, it did. But it's not sunk yet.
Where did go?
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right now. I need you to tell me right now where it is. Does anybody have a map? Does anybody, like, she's like so fresh. She's like, map now.
I would pull out a map and be like, here.
Yep.
Here's a map.
Indeed.
Like, where would you say on here it would have been, ish?
So I guess I will have to pull up the Cursed Ones map real quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you guys
can't see this. She's getting her goddamn mom.
Mama. I'm gonna put it in general for you guys. But I'm going to also pull it up on.
If the entire boat sunk, Benny would just be like an infant again.
Was he ever an infant?
Were
you an?
Oh, that's true.
Were you an infant?
Were you ever an infant?
Do you have a mama?
I think so.
Uh-huh.
Well, then it's definitely good that the ship didn't sink, because I don't know what I'd do if... That'd be very confusing.
Alright, so... where is Sepaternum, you may ask?
Where is it?
Where is Sepaternum?
Where it me?
Alright, I need to very quickly get myself a little marker, and I'm going to put it on stream so that everyone can see the little marker that I am going to put on the map. Oh, I've clearly done this before because I've saved the exact same image. I'm so good at this, guys. Okay.
Absolutely the best.
So, I have this...
mention the sigil of the above, because if they didn't, I would have forgotten about Sepaternum.
So, it would be around there, in the middle of the Ghost Seas. Let me get a picture for you guys who cannot see the stream. It is somewhere around there.
Can't see this tree.
She kind of angles her head towards Benny, and she's gonna be like, "All right, you're gonna have to like tell me where you just put that, cause
it's in the middle of the Ghost Seas, like
Benny very
southeast.
gently will take. We'll before he'd be like, here, could I take your hand?
I mean, I'm not gonna see it, but knock yourself out, buddy.
No, I'm gonna. Here. He takes the hand and he would point and say, "This is Wolvenshire." And
Yeah.
we go over from here. There it is.
That's where my brain mom said to go. Thank you. Yeah, it's where my brain mom.
Your brain mom.
Yeah, I don't think we mentioned a brain mom to him.
Why are you going to Sepaternum?
We don't.
Mom in her brain.
So you know, okay. Yeah, so you know how like all the elves are there, you know how I'm an elf. It's like a family reunion thing, except I can't read a map, so I can't see where it is. Got it?
Your boyfriend also kind of destroyed all of Sepaternum, so
yeah, so we're kind of trying to find it.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I could take you to where I last knew where it was.
Well, currently we have a different problem.
Kind of a big problem when you think about it. That being the whole.
Going on?
We have to. So you see the big hole in the boat over there? I'm pretty sure it's a big.
Yeah.
Yes. What happened?
We need to fix that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's your brain. We're in your brain as previously mentioned, and
that's the realm.
Yeah. So
basically there's a giant hole in your brain, but like metaphorically.
Yeah, maybe physically, but we don't know just yet.
No,
So
I guess
if-
it would be metaphysically.
It would
There
be
you go, 'cause
yeah,
it's not really a
metaphysically.
metaphor, there's a literal hole, but
It is physically there, but also mentally. It is not physically. It's yes. What Arden said.
So if I help fix this, I'll finally be able to remember what's going on.
Yeah.
yeah,
Think so?
Let's get to
probably.
it.
That's a reasonable bet. Or we die.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing.
We're not gonna die. It's
Probably
just-
won't die. Honestly, we've had such a good run of not dying.
Don't.
Totally didn't die.
That's right now.
Don't jinx us.
He totally didn't die about 12 hours
okay.
ago.
We don't have to talk about that
But
one right
We
now.
didn't stay dead. So I feel like our chances are pretty good.
Yes, but now
And we're talking about a nebulous he, and we don't have to mention who it is.
Yep.
we don't have to mention who did it either.
Nope, we don't. Fun
Nope.
fact, did you know that I'm dead?
Also, that'd be like
Little
so
known
complicated
fact.
to explain.
Why are you mentioning that we could?
I'm trying to change the subject.
Exodus. Look at us.
Yeah.
We
Looking.
are we are your friends from the future, and you just It's probably not easy to hear this, but quite literally everything you know is a lie.
You're quite right. That was not easy to hear.
Okay? You are just going to have to trust us that we know what we are talking about, and that we are going to go into that hole and fix your brain. It's like surgery, but
Not.
not.
I would... If it means that things will go back to a state where they're better, then I'm happy to help.
Do you even know what surgery is? Did surgery exist?
I don't know.
Do we have... Is it like a medical procedure?
Yeah, pretty much. But not with
Well,
magic, more with
lobotomies are in these days.
Oh no, I forgot about the lobotomies.
No.
Oh yeah, we used to do those.
Used to.
I was a doctor once, by the way.
Oh!
Yeah,
It's...
I mean, technically, wouldn't you still be a doctor? Like,
I am still
you're
a doctor.
actively practicing.
That's
but you
true,
are
I'm
still
just-
one.
Yeah, I never really like got.
Non-practicing.
Yeah, I'm a
wonderful seeing
non-practicing
a young woman
physician.
being a doctor in our modern age.
I am. Normally, I would agree with you there, and I'd go like, "Yeah, I'm so young, but I've been growing up pretty fast in here."
My apologies then. Let's...
I apologize for all of us, honestly. The apologies for all of us. It has been quite the experience in here for the last little while, Sir Exodus, so bear with us
Sir,
if we
no,
are
no.
scattered.
You said you're my friends, aren't you? Just
Yeah.
call me
Yes.
Exodus.
Yep, ja.
Huh?
Exodus, yes.
Okay.
That's totally your name.
Lee, can you send like a quick message to Sharpay?
What kind of message?
Just like saying, hey, certain
Hey.
someone might have
So a
kicked the
certain someone
bucket,
might have kicked the bucket,
and now he can't remember.
and now he can't remember.
It'll get better.
It'll get better.
I promise.
I promise.
Isn't this gonna be really confusing?
I don't know. And the message there.
Boopity bop. Lee out.
I'm still not more confused than at all.
I panicked! I panicked!
No, it's okay. If I could cast magic like that, I'd probably do the same thing.
So now there is a message that has gone out to Sharpay that says someone has kicked the bucket. He can't remember things anymore. It's fine. He'll do better soon. Boopity bop, Lee out. This is going great, guys. This is going so well.
We're doing amazingly.
You're not gonna confuse the other half of the party at all.
Well, let's
I
get
am
to
the
work.
other half of the party.
CC in chat says, awesome. It is, isn't it?
Okay.
Iconic.
Yeah, let's get going. Yippee.
Woo!
Brain
Oh,
hole.
right. Forewarning. Can't. Oh my God, calling you Exodus is gonna make me gag. Sorry, not your fault. Don't like touch me.
Right.
There's a curse.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
curse.
yeah.
and if your boyfriend might have done that too, but we don't really need to get into that at this point. I'm just giving you a forewarning. Don't touch me unless.
Unless
Alright.
you
Well, if
are
it's your
really
personal
confident
preference
in your wisdom
as well,
save.
I'd be happy.
I mean, I can touch you and show you what happens, but I don't think it'd be very pleasant.
Well, I'll trust you then. I'll trust your judgment. You seem like a very intelligent young woman.
Yeah, intelligence is one of my strong suits. Oh.
Lee is just going. Yeah.
I'm good at hitting stuff.
How would we go about this fixing things then?
Oh, we go down the hole, probably.
And then we fuck around. And then we find
out.
out.
I see. Shall we?
Oh, we shall fuck around.
Very good, very good.
I like that this is. I love how Exodus is just like, yeah, I trust you guys. You're all very intelligent. And then the entire plan is, there's a hole. Let's get in the hole.
We're gonna go down.
We're going in the hole.
Poke the hole with a stick first, but I don't know how much that would really accomplish. So.
All right. Well, scary, ominous memory hole. Here we come.
And here we hopefully don't die.
My boyfriend bought me water.
Aww.
Exodus. Genesis.
Genesis just came into my room to bring me a little sippy of water.
I am so sorry for referring to your partner as Genesis. That is perhaps the biggest insult I've ever. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, crime's partner. Forgive me.
Okay. It's okay.
No. All right. Would you guys like to approach the hole?
The hole.
The hole.
That's right. Is that?
Yes, I would.
All right. You begin to approach the hole. The captain stands at the edge of it and stares down the end of the ship. A river of spilled oil coats the deck, dribbling its remains from where the doors used to be, leading down into this crevice, where the captain normally pulls those drifting in the night gently to his palm. And normally he'd be laying on his hands to give them wellness, but now no one passes by. It's been blocked. Now,
That's not good.
there is a drop. Surrounded in broken doors, carved together by blade-tipped handles and creaking hinges. The captain will hand you guys a note. Where there is light, there too is darkness, is what it says. So, hole. That's like the best I can give you. Yeah, there is a hole.
Luna like stomps her foot down and then like peers her head over as if that's gonna let her see anymore. Just like,
Yeah, so with the tremor sense, you definitely feel that it reaches the end of your tremor sense without much change other than that it is just
Jesus.
it is just a drop.
For those who don't know, Lily can tremor since 35, which is like, it's not like a game breaking, but it's a considerable amount, all things considered.
So at the very least, 35 feet down is just a drop. There is a wall made of doors, like there's kind of like a tunnel made of doors surrounding it, so you could theoretically slide off the edges and go down. It is, however, all coated in this kind of slick, grease-like substance that is like kind of the oil of the leftover memory spills, as I will call them, from the doors.
Okay, so when I was like down in like the bottom of the ship, repairing the metal, I remember the fact that my mom was like, "Hey, don't go down there, please." Does she have anything to say about the giant hole in the ground? Anything audible, at least?
No. But you do feel a almost tugging sensation As if a hand is trying to reach you and trying to warn you, don't do it, but... Is there much of a choice?
It's just like, we kinda got
Guys,
to.
do you think there's anything we could do from up here?
No.
Could always throw in, like, a pebble. Don't know.
Yeah, just to see what would happen.
Yeah, I mean, if you have
That's not a bad idea.
a pebble, I mean, a pebble is a good
There's
indicator.
probably debris around on the top of
I
the
mean,
ship here. That's how ships are, right?
considering the night that we had as well, I'm sure there's a fair amount of rubble just scattered around. For no reason in particular.
Yeah,
He gives a glance over at not Leviticus, Exodus.
For no reason.
I'm just gonna go grab like some small chunk of something and then just like gently toss it in the hole to see what happens.
She's gonna give Lee like an air pat on the back. She's not gonna like actually pat him, just like a little air pat, just like.
You take a tiny little bit of debris and you hold it into the pit and drop it.
That was a lot of Yashandales. Like, you know when you throw something down a pit and you go 1 Yashandale, 2 Yashandale, 3 Yashandale?
Yeah.
That was a lot.
I think we should probably use like some rope.
Mm-hmm.
We might need a couple 50 feet of rope though.
I don't
think
have
I always
any.
carry my, oh my, this is not my outfit.
You start digging around in where you assume your gear would be, and there is this like small moment of you get to see all of the gear that yourself in the future has carried around with you. A scythe that looks vaguely familiar, a bunch of things that look familiar, but either worn down or shockingly newer than when you had them initially. It's a strange sensation. All right. Let me know what you guys are gonna be doing here.
Guess there's no rope.
Do you have adventuring gear? Because if so, then you do have a rope.
Yeah, most gear most of the like packs come with 50 feet of rope. Like, pretty much all of them.
Yeah, I do have adventurer's gear.
Okay, then you do have 50 feet of rope.
Really, like, she'll whip out another 50 feet. She's like, I got rope. Forgot about this.
Ellen pulls out 50 feet of rope as well. She's like, alright, so now we're up to 150 feet of rope. I mean, I don't know how deep that hole is, but...
Lee is just going to go, of course, adventurers never leave home without their 50 feet of rope. And Lee is also going to pull out 50 feet of rope.
200 feet of rope. This might be a weird question, but can you use mending to just attach the rope to itself so you don't have to worry about knots and like how secure they are or whatever?
I think you can.
Give me the rope.
Astro's looking between all of you guys and go,
Do you guys just carry 50 feet of rope wherever you go?
It's quite
You
useful.
know what else I got on me?
You never know when
I
you're
got
gonna
a
need it.
spine whip.
That's 50 feet of rope!
When that comes up,
Okay, but
hey, guys, maybe I do have proof about, Genesis. I have and she pulls out the little adamantine, like, thingy that she, like, kind of grabs it with, like, a cloth, because it had that coal in it that was being used to turn a guy into a demon. Remember that? Remember that, guys?
Yeah.
'Cause I still have that with me. I was like, I don't know if we should open it, though. What if that makes that guy start turning into a demon again?
Maybe don't.
Yeah, I guess we should probably just leave it in here. So it's not very good proof. It's just kind of an adamantine box.
Okay.
He's gonna start, like, mending the rope together as you're talking.
You guys must have the most ridiculous stuff in your bags at this point. I mean, doing this for so long.
I have 8 gold curse-proof spears.
Why?
I got, like, 5 stuffed animals.
Lee just goes like, why? Why do you have... How?
They were free. I don't know, it duplicated. We were in, like, a weird memory thing that the precipice set up, and the gold spears, we kept going through time, and there would just be more of them every single time, so I duplicated the spears until I had 8 of them.
He turns to
That's
he turns to Exodus and just goes, "From what I can tell, I've also not been with this group for as long as you have when you are in your normal right mind, but from what I can tell, this is kind of standard affair for them."
I see.
I was like,
Yeah.
I mean, I stopped multiplying them at 8 because it felt like an affront to God. I don't know what God, but certainly God being
What's a name, dude?
I love you,
I've
Arden.
got 3/4 staffs. I have 3. I didn't stop at 1. I've got 3 of them. She's like she's gesturing to her giant collection of weapons that she has accumulated. Her Al-Halak, her spine whip, her 3/4 staffs, the wave bender, her 4/4 staffs. She has the bamboo one too. And then her two guitars, her gauntlets. She gestures to her own goddamn mount, just like, yeah.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
it
just happens.
I have 50 feet of rope. I have 2 days worth of rations, and I have he pulls out like a very, very tiny, like broken, this kind of like, it's a little rock, and tied around it is a little bit of twine, and he just goes, "And this is my good luck pebble." It doesn't work most of the time.
That looks like something Nibble would have.
Oh no, no, this was actually from Vulcan. Yes, this is my good luck pebble. Yeah, and he doesn't work half of the time, but you know, I can do this. And he takes this thread and he just dangles the pebble around, and he goes, and it can be kind of hypnotizing.
Well, I mean, maybe it leaves like a recharge.
It's just a rock. It doesn't actually do anything.
I mean, but that's a good enough reason to carry something around. Sometimes a neat rock is like good to have. I have a couple neat rocks.
You also have 2 knives, just in your hands.
I mean, in real life, yes, I do. I don't know why you brought me. My dad brought me 2 knives.
You have 2 knives.
A fork and a knife. Instead of a fork and a knife, I have 2 knives. That's okay. I have 2 knives is fine. I can just eat it with my hands.
Just have 2 knives.
Yeah. 6 spell scrolls. Got a bunch of darts. I've got 3 stuffed animals.
I do have a bunch of spell scrolls, but I think they may only work in the subconscious, so...
Yeah.
Are we just gonna do
a whole bunch of deactivated spell scrolls, too.
Is it?
Lilia is like tossing the rope into the hole and then holding onto the edge.
Okay, to answer your question, Crime, yes, magic did definitely exist, but you don't know what a spell scroll is, because magic at this time in existence was not something where you casted individual spells. Magic was more like paint to a canvas. There was no such thing as a spell yet. It was all just arcana, and arcana, you could take it and mold it in different ways, like different notes of a song, and create something new. But typically nameless. People at the time just referred to it as above.
Oh, the sigil of the above. Didn't he fuck up magic for us? God damn it. Genesis.
Oh. I've got 200 feet of rope.
Scroll.
Yeah, it's like you have a magic spell, like a thing you do that does a spell. It uses magic to do one specific thing, but then they put it on a scroll by like drawing it on the scroll, and then the scroll will do the magic.
I see. That's...
Is that like not a thing for you?
Certainly new, terminology-wise.
Oh, what did you call it?
Sorry, what was it again, Luke?
Above.
Okay. It's, using the above.
Oh, like the sigil of the above?
Squint.
Yep, you know that. It was one of the gifts of the gods. Of course you know it.
Yes. Something the gods gave to us many, many, many years ago.
What does the sigil do?
Yeah, what does it do, actually? That's a good question.
To give you this answer, the sigil basically, it bestows the power on the entire world to be able to cast magic and cast aboveness freely. It is, like I described before, like paint to a canvas. It gives people the power to take the unthinkable and make it real. Basically, it is how people can create It is, yeah, it is just like, it is paint to a canvas that is the world. The above allows people to make almost anything a reality.
It's quite wonderful, really. It's as if you were an artist on a canvas, painting. The creation of anything.
And people can just do that?
That's what it allowed for. You do anything. It was truly a gift.
I think we have found a new crime to add to Genesis's list.
Yeah,
Because, like, you can't do that anymore, and he definitely did something with the sigil of the above.
Oh no,
He got rid of an entire island. I think we said this.
But
yeah,
it was such an expression of. It was. To think something.
You know, Sepraternum.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Sepraternum, place of the elves, that lovely place, doesn't exist anymore because good old Genesis used the sigil. Did something.
He used the sigil to rid the world of a whole plane, a whole island.
Yeah, and now the elves live in the Feywilds because every elf left died.
Oh my.
Except for me, obviously, but you know, that's neither here.
Nowadays, magic as well, it is not, as you described, it is not a canvas on which we can pull from. No, nowadays there are only a couple number of things we can do. They are nowadays called spells. Most of them, a fair majority of them, are for combat purposes. Some have remained that do more utility things, mostly in the druid domains, but a majority of magic, as it now is today, is well, can't exactly do things outside of the bounds of set spells anymore. Assuming it was different then. So strange. I was alive then, but I don't remember it ever being different.
As if everything just changed under our nose.
Exodus, does the sun exist?
You don't know what they're talking about.
The what?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Big giant ball of fire in the sky.
There's a what in the sky?
Alright, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we've got like the whole sun
sounds dangerous.
inhibits magic thing down.
Well, it's so far
We
away
know
you
that
can't
now.
ever touch it.
But
It's
if
in
you stay
space.
out in it, too long, you kind of get burnt all over. And if you stay out in it way too long, I mean, your whole body just completely shuts down.
Yeah, I turn into ash if I will disintegrate if I'm out in the
How
Yeah,
terrible.
but that's because...
Yes, that's because I'm a vampire, alright? I get it.
But it's not just
still-
you. I mean, there's also like a bunch of people. There's like orcs and kobolds and stuff who have sunlight sensitivity. There's like a whole bunch of people.
Yeah!
Me
Yeah.
with sunlight
It feels like the
sensitivities IRL.
Pantheon just hates us specific orcs, kobolds, vampires, all of us. Specific.
I'm so sorry to hear the being outdoors and something like that. That sounds terrible. That's could not be safe.
Well,
There's no real avoiding it, unfortunately, other than an umbrella, but even then it's what there is now.
I had a talisman and then I got thrown into lava, but it was a like doppelganger situation.
I see.
Mhm.
How's that rope coming?
Lily has like she's
Well,
holding the
wow.
end of it. She has been throwing it into the pit this entire time and she's talking.
Yeah, no,
and she's
yeah.
holding the end of it.
It still has not reached any feasible bottom, and you are now at the point where it has gone all the way in, and has not hit a bottom.
Alright, is there somewhere I can tie this?
I mean, the captain can hold it for you.
I got it. Do you want to keep a hold on to this?
A hand outstretches and wraps around the rope, and it'll bring the rope into kind of his robes, and we'll tie it to one of his arms, and we'll just
Man,
he'll stand there.
he's the best.
Okay.
A solid dude.
Against my better judgment, because I don't have eyes and cannot see it, I'm gonna go down first because I can turn into a bat and fly out if there's like danger. And also, I don't need.
I do have. Benny unfurls his wings.
They feel different to the angelic ones you're used to.
Oh. They're so
Can
sore.
Can you still fly without, buddy?
I think so.
Yeah, you should. You remember how I have that mirror and Arden's gonna like just hold up the mirror? She's like, somehow I can guess.
You do indeed see
Betty.
those strange, cracked kind of glass-looking wings that are definitely more demonic in nature than angelic.
Oh dear. Things are really gone topsy-turvy now.
Hey, you're not the one with the weirdest kind of set of Azamar wings here.
And Astra is going to unfurl the 3 syringe-like appendages from her back that slam into the ground all around her and lift her up off the ground. As she just does a loud, a big long gesture and such, because she has those Olivia Octavius syringe arms and such on her back, and she will just boldly display those around her back, and Lee will kind of just kind of tilt his head to the side okay, I guess we're showing off. And for just a second, you just see a crack of electricity as his thunderous wings just boom out for a second before vanishing.
Weird Wing Squad!
Well, you're able to grapple the wall with yours.
Yeah, that was my plan.
Yes, then that way you could go down as well. I think I can still fly properly.
Maybe you should try that.
You should probably test that up here before you jump into the pit.
Yes, you're right.
Or just balls to the walls it.
Balls to...
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, I guess to be fair, if he does fall, I can catch him.
Well, and
Maybe.
Lily and I are both monks, so we can just, climbing's not that hard.
Maybe
So-
best to just try and up above land and don't listen to Astra sometimes. She likes to be silly.
I do. It's true.
It's one of your best qualities.
She's
Thank
quite
you.
silly.
She's former murderer. She's quite silly.
She is quite silly. It's fine, the former
They-
part
they
is doing a lot of heavy lifting here.
Yeah, she's wanted in the Feywilds or something, and the cursed ones are no. She's very silly.
Yeah,
Don't worry
it's
about
fine.
it.
Who the hell is the
Don't worry about
Somnambulist? I do not know who the hell. This is Astra.
This
is Astra.
Astra
Yeah.
as silly.
And she's never done anything wrong in her life.
Astra Silly Hostine? Are you kidding me?
That's her middle name now.
Silly.
Middle name is Silly. Oh god.
Middle name's silly.
Alright, who's taking the plunge into the
believe it,
unknown
though.
first? It'll be like a family vacation. Okay, please don't
just gonna
die.
Yeah, why not?
All right. You grab onto the rope and you start descending. All right. So as you begin to descend down the rope, it does kind of sway a little bit and you get a little close to those kind of ink-covered walls, but you're able to descend the rope relatively smoothly. You get down to the bottom, all 200 feet of it, and you get down that deep, you're starting to see it off in the distance. There's a light. Small little crackling firelight. Just a bit further down the hole. You're not sure exactly how far, it's kind of hard to tell with just darkness, light, etc., or if that even is a floor down there. But there is indeed, there's a little candlelight. And a smell as well. It's intoxicating. Just a little. It smells like cinnamon and nutmeg. It almost feels like there's a home down there.
Suspicious.
Suspicious.
If Lucy was allowed to follow, I think every so often she's when you go rock climbing, well, because Lily and Arden are monks, they're just walking down.
Oh,
but,
are
every
you
so
not
often-
using the rope, or are you?
I mean, it's okay, you know how if you climb If you do like some really intense trails, some of them will just have like a rope along the cliff face that you can like hold on to move.
Yeah.
The thing is that
I
the
feel like we're treating it
walls
like that.
are entirely
Our
greased.
doors. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
then
if-
yeah, she's going down with the rope, but she'll when when you're grappling, you kick you kick off the wall, you go back and kick off.
Uh-huh.
She's making an effort to tremor sense every time she grapple, like she kicks off.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Arden, you're
Just
at the
try.
bottom, and Lily's kicking on down. There still seems to be a bit of a drop where that light is in the distance. Benny, Astra, and Lee are still at the top of the hole. Or I should say Exodus. Astra and Lee are still at the top of the hole. Just kind of waiting to hear back from you guys.
Did you die?
No,
No, we're fine. It's greasy.
the walls are greased, which is weird.
Your mind is
bizarre.
quite greasy. Has anyone
That's
ever
like
told you that?
Soren.
Why is my mind greasy?
I miss.
That's a great
Lily's just like
question.
shouting. She's like, I miss Soren.
Just down the hole, just cries of agony.
It's
All right.
greasy.
I'm going down.
And Astra just
And
like plunges
cold.
in and just slides down the rope with a long whee! Whee!
Careful not to get rope burn.
She absolutely, thankfully she has gloves that go around her like palms, so she is just using the gloves to slide down without getting rope burn.
Nice.
I think Benny is doing the same with his gloves.
Yep. All right, you swing on around and you descend into the hole, and Lee looks down and he will not take the road that you guys have of just sliding down because he does not have gloves. He just has skeletal hands, and will just kind of slowly start just like 1, 2, just like 1, 2, 1, 2, and all right. Basically, it is just like a stack right now of Arden at the bottom, then Lily, then Astra, then Benny, then Lee. You guys are all on the rope right now. The captain has to have some serious strength to hold all of you guys up right now. And you guys, all of those who can see, do indeed see the light down below. And Exodus, that smell of cinnamon and nutmeg. That's the candle that you were burning at home.
We're almost home.
Huh?
Huh?
What now?
Wanna run that by me
What?
one more time, big guy?
That was the candle I was burning last night. I'd gotten it as a present. It was quite
Maybe
nice.
we
actually.
shouldn't go that way if you got it for a present. For a certain someone.
But that could be a. That could be a. I think we should. That might have some hint of what's going on. Why I'm. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Worth a shot.
Uh,
Time to investigate.
is that
Alright, well, you get to go first.
All right, Arden, what are you doing? Since you are at the bottom of the rope.
I mean, let's see. So I can't see the floor, right?
Nope.
I'm a monk. It's probably not that much further. And I'm just gonna, like, monks can remove some of the damage from falling.
Arden,
The
just
slow fall. So I'm
Arden-
just gonna, like, use the wall. I know it's greased, but, I'm just gonna, like, slide along the wall.
yeah, absolutely. Okay, so Lily, beneath you, you feel the weight of the rope suddenly grow a lot more slack as Arden just
And it's like,
whee!
Arden?
And Arden,
I'm having a good time.
you, how exactly are you like sliding against the wall right now?
Just like, you have like a hand against the wall, 2 feet against the wall, and then just like, preparing to land.
Okay, so yeah, you put
Slide
your
on
hands out
down.
against the wall and you just start sliding down. The second that you kind of like expect that kind of monk-like grip to the wall, it just breaks under the sensation of thin, inky oil as just like those nightmares before, you just start falling down. The light
That's fine,
down
that's what
below.
Snowfall's for.
True.
I'm
The
gonna
light
use
is
my reaction on reducing falling damage by 5 times 16, which is
yeah. I mean that is
so
like
much.
that is so much.
So
5
many.
5 times 16. How much damage do you negate? 80 points of fall damage are negated if you take So the light is both ever rapidly approaching, and the darkness under the light is growing suddenly ever present as well. You start to see as you start to slip down the wall, you actually see that the light is off to the side a little bit, and it seems to be shining inwards from an open door. So, as you are sliding down at a rapid pace, what are you gonna do here?
Monk powers, I just drive my fingers in the wall, I guess. I don't really understand how monks do the whole slow fall thing, but we accept it.
Are you gonna take a jump towards the light, or are you just gonna fall past it?
Yeah, I'll take a jump towards the light.
All right, take a jump towards the light. So that is actually going to be a strength saving throw. As you are going to push yourself off that side of the wall and hoist yourself on over to the other side.
Get out my tiny dice. And what do I add to that?
I think you have 0 to strength.
No, but by saving throw, I have proficiency.
True.
And an extra +1. So I have +6.
Ooh,
so
okay.
That would give me a 17.
Ooh, a 17. All right. Yeah. So Arden, Lily, you feel as Arden just like slips down off the rope. The rest of you guys like kind of peering over the side of it, seeing as Arden just vanishes into darkness, and then her silhouette appears in the light, only for her to just quickly like jump off the side of the wall. And you guys hear the sound of 2 feet landing on some sort of platform as her shadow, for just a moment, blocks out that light for the rest of you all before she steps out of the way. And Arden, you are on a small little platform down there. You've jumped to safety.
Guys, it's a platform. And how far away are they?
They're about 60 feet up.
I think if Arden is down there already, Lily is going to go ahead and like turn into a bat and just like flutter down to where she heard Arden's voice.
All right.
Yeah, I'll just be like, Lily, come over here.
You're so silly. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, my voice.
You're so silly, Goofy.
Oh, my voice.
All right, so Lily, you let go of the rope and just flap down to the bottom of it and follow the sound of Arden's voice, and you shift back into your elven form on top of the platform right next to Arden.
Yeah. Arden kind of turns to you and is like, I have rope arrows, and they have 20 feet of rope on them, but that's definitely more than 20 feet. That's like 60 feet.
If I die, I die, you guys hear from up. As you guys are debating this, you just hear, if I die, I die, as Aslan is also going to try to do the same thing that Arden did. Her long kind of like spear-like tendrils are going to reach out and kind of slow her fall so that she has a proper chance to make this jump. And that is an 18, so she is going to quickly, her modifier is going to make that something ridiculous as well. So she slides against the wall and is going to like use the springboarding of like pushing her syringes into the wall to just lands next to you guys without even a stumble. And she is just going to she's going to curiously look up the hole.
Surprisingly successful.
Yeah, she's going to peer up the hole as it is now Exodus's turn.
Can't the other two fly?
Lee can't.
Oh, for some reason I thought he flew earlier. Oh wait, no.
He levitates. Yeah, that's because he was in his, yeah.
Right. I was like, well, okay, how far away is the wall?
It's like a 5 by 5 foot box, so if you have like enough wing speed, you can just awkwardly slide down.
Yeah, he's gonna basically open his wings and just kind of slow parachute down.
Ooh, okay, sounds good. All right, so slow parachute. I think you can just make that. Yeah, that's a very reasonable thing to do here. You're gliding down just like flying, so I don't think you have to make any checks for that, as Exodus lands down next to you guys, the clatter of boots against the platform next to you all. And then finally is Lee up at the top.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can stick out my arm to try and catch him if it's only 5 feet away.
All right, yeah, sure. So that'll give him the help action here, as he's just going to go.
Yeah, I'm gonna take help action.
I am just surrounded by acrobats, and I am just an old man.
I
Trust me,
you.
this is harder than it could have been.
At advantage.
I can catch you.
That is a nat 20 with that advantage. And so he just perfectly slides down the wall. And for the fuck of it, he does a backflip onto the platform and is just going to go, but I still got it! I still got it!
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, I think that would mean that you're also part of the acrobatic group here then.
Yeah, I guess I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I feel like I'm going to throw up. That was quite a drop. Oh my gosh, I'm quite dizzy.
If you vomit into the hole, please.
Yes, that is the plan. Platform. Oh, my beloved platform. Where to now?
Oh.
Now?
I'm gonna turn to Arden really quick. And she's like, Arden, can I see your arm for like a second?
Sure. And then Arden just like hands her arm.
She kind of looks at her. She's like, "Is it okay if I bite it? Cause I'm kind of hungry."
So Exodus, you don't know what a vampire is.
What do you mean you're hungry?
Well, he just watches that she just grabs her arm and just
bites down onto this who Exodus sees Arden is a child, so Exodus.
Good heavens.
Oh, good heavens.
I got something to spare.
Yep. As you just see Lily open up like long vampiric teeth and just.
Oh my goodness! What?
That's just 6 piercing. It's not that much.
Are you assaulting that child?
No, I'm hungry, asshole.
Astra very helpfully just says,
No, she's actually eating her blood.
Because if we get to a fight, it'll be useful. You know what I mean?
I see.
Sure.
Then this is normal behavior of the thousands.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Happens.
For me specifically, normal people don't really do it, but I do it.
There's not that many vampires, I don't think. I mean, there's definitely some.
They live in Azamir.
However, sometimes when I get a little cut, you know, sometimes I'll suckle on that. So like I kind of eat blood.
I see.
It means that I'm a vampire, so in general terms, I am dead. We don't need to get into
Didn't you say you got that because you like
I'm
stepped
just-
on a certain tile or something like that?
Oh, yeah, in the clown dungeon, the clungeon. I went to a clown dungeon and I stepped on a tile and apparently my heart got taken out and I got turned into a vampire. It was this whole thing. We don't need to get into it. What is the light that you saw?
There's a door.
Before Exodus can process that, the horrible revelations of the Clungeon. We love the Clungeon here. The Clungeon beloved. Alright. You see, as indeed, this platform you landed on has a door right in front of you, and I'm assuming that you're going to swing it open?
Yes.
Right. You reach out to the rickety wooden door handle, and you slowly open up the door. That light that kind of led you to this platform, it kind of backs up. It hides away as it retracts up above. The rest of the room is coated in a sheen of darkness. But about 100 feet up and 50 feet across, there is that kind of small candlelit door up in the distance. The rest of the room is darkness. You can't tell if there's any further platforms in it. So, door is 100 feet up, 50 feet across.
Well, I think we can get up there.
We could give it a go.
Is the walls greasy?
You want to touch the wall?
Yeah, touch the wall.
You touch the wall behind you?
The wall makes a wisdom save. I'm kidding.
That's grease. However, Lily, I would like you to make me a strength saving throw as you touch the wall.
I get goopied. You're gooping me.
Gooby. Yo.
Yo. Oh my god, goopy?
I have Googooby. Okay.
Goopy.
14. So Lily,
I got goopied.
Lily turns around to the door and
She literally just like plats her like.
Lily turns around and just. And then Lily is sucked into the wall.
Hey, what?
Huh?
What?
Yeah. You guys watch as that oil, like, it reaches out around Lily and kind of eats her up like venom, like a symbiote crawling up against her body, and Lily is just.
Oh my god! I got oozed.
You just got oozed. You just got oozed.
Can I like speak in the oozed?
Lily.
Just hear the.
Yep. You guys just hear that as Lily just gets pulled in. If you guys want, you can try and pull her out. Because she is like actively getting pulled in as we speak.
Come back here, young woman. He's trying to pull her out, and then he just goes, "Oh, I just underestimated how old this body is."
Oh God, Lily.
Oh, good goopy.
So your arm is out for someone to grab, but your head is very quickly swallowed under this ooze.
Can I like tremor sense anything in the goo?
You move your foot and try to raise it up and stomp. And Exodus. Not you, Crime. You, Kiki.
What do you mean? What the hell do you mean?
You feel as if you've been placed in the sidecar seat of a body that is not your own.
Oh no.
But at the same time, it's you. You, as of now, are Exodus. You can tell because you're staring in the mirror. Your wings resplendent behind you, shimmering in the golden hour light. Your eyes are lacking the bags they do. Well, you're not quite there yet in time.
I am become Exodus.
Kiki, you are become Exodus.
Destroyer of everything.
I love saying just random shit in the DM voice. So,
Can I come out of the Google please? Am I Benny or am I Exodus enough? Exodusy?
is anyone
She
trying
XO
to
on my
help
dress.
Lily out?
I mean, I know Benny said he was trying to.
Yeah.
All right, Benny,
I'll
please.
roll.
The other
Would help.
Exodus.
All right, please roll me athletics with the help action, so that is at advantage.
Me or
No, that is going to be Benny /
Fuck,
Exodus.
I mean Benny.
Hello.
God.
What can I do to help?
So, we gotta get him out. We gotta get our friend out of you.
Fucking Lexus. You know, like the car brand.
Oh my god.
All right, sorry, I'm changing the ambiance here.
No.
No reason.
Ambiance. Why am I Exodus?
So,
Like
Benny
this
/ Exodus, you turn around, and very quickly as Lily starts to get sucked into this ooze in the wall, you turn around and you and Arden both spring to life as you go and reach and grab for her hand. You wrap your hand around hers. I would like you to first roll a wisdom saving throw.
I rolled a wisdom.
Nope. This time it's going to be Crime who rolls the wisdom.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Hello!
Hello there.
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm not.
I'm grasping my sheet violently. Wisdom.
Wizzy
I am
said,
not wise. I am not wise, gentlemen.
it just has to be a 10 gamer. Please.
You can do this,
It's
buddy.
a 17. Holy fuck. Holy crap. Holy
So,
Ah.
you feel that warning Lily gave before of "do not touch me" ring in the back of your head for just a second. But you power through, and you grab onto her hand, and you start pulling. Please roll athletics at advantage because Arden is giving you the help action, but while this is happening, keep that number in your head for me, Crime, once you finish getting it.
My athletics count is massive.
Yup. So,
I forgot how. All
Yeah, it's a
right.
good thing that you're the one making the athletics trick, because mine is not
All
good.
right. At advantage.
hold that
I'm good at
number.
acrobatics, but
Hold that number for
so
me.
fucking thankful it's at advantage. 26.
All right, 26. I'm gonna put that in my brain space for a second. Lily / Exodus. Kiki. Hi.
Yeah, me. Hi. Hi, gamer.
You're staring in the mirror. A movement ushers behind you, slow and hypnotizing. A hand is placed on your shoulder, long nails in unnaturally smooth palms. It's all right, darling. I had to do it. Let's just try not to think about it for now, right? How about some wine? Dandelions must have fermented by now. A nectar of the gods. Come on now. How about a dance? The light is beautiful right now.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi died. Can you repeat that again?
No.
From where? From where?
It was from the, you didn't have to do it.
Alright. It's alright, darling. You had to do it. Let's just try not to think about it for now, right? How about some wine? The dandelions must have fermented by now. A nectar of the gods. Come on. How about a dance to get your mind off things? The light is beautiful right now.
That sounds nice, I think.
Doesn't it? But right as you go to dance, does Lily in the second driver's seat have any objections to dancing?
Yes! Yes!
All right.
She's grabbing that friggin' steering wheel!
Yep. So you grab the steering wheel, and with that strength saving throw, Lily, you feel yourself getting tugged outwards, and you, reach your arm around and you grab onto Benny's forearm, and you start pulling onto it to get out of there. But as you do, through this lens, through his eyes, you see Exodus's head turn. And hear a crackle of fire. As that head turns, where the exit you're being pulled to should be, is instead a vision of hands dripping with purple flame. A face, the mirror of your own, Exodus. Scythe green, but at the same time soaked in red, it flickers, claws covered in blood, porcelain white and bony, thousands of wings in an unholy angelic maw. No, it's no beast this time. His hands are covered in dirt. Purple and Azamar. His face is smeared in red. Flame, purple flame and green rise up from behind him. The floor, the dirt beneath his bare feet. There's a faint golden glow. You hear your own voice, Exodus's voice. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Stop! Stop, I didn't do it! And you, Lily, are yanked out of the wall.
Where was Exodus in terms of where, what was he, could she physically see him, on the side of her face? Is that, what it felt like?
Yep.
She basically, rips her hand out of Benny's arm as soon as she's out of the goo, and just starts to, grab at the side of her face where Exodus just was. Because he was, in fact, on fire, and she is, in fact, terrified of fire. So she's just, full force, just I can't... No.
Hey,
No.
It's okay. We got you out.
Get out of my head!
Exodus steps back.
Lily? Hey. Are you okay? It's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. Nothing's happening right now. You took a little bit of a...
He was in there. Like the prophecy was. I could feel him.
I'm sorry. I don't follow. He turns to Arden.
At Exodus.
Do you... What?
I've been here the whole time.
What do you mean the prophecy was... Huh? Are you...
It was... No, when... She's calming down. She's when I was, On the island with the precipice, I put the prophecy in my face, and it was there, and it started to take control of me, and that's what just happened, except it was with you. And she's still pointing at
I see.
I mean, he was.
Huh.
And then he was on fire, and I don't do well with things that are on fire, so yeah.
That sounds horrifying. I don't... Exodus was here the whole time. I can at least attest to that, but it's clear that you definitely saw something in there. I saw something. Did you see something? Like, eyes see something.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's like when you're driving a carriage, you've got the two people up front, and you've got one person on the reins, and the other person sitting next to them. That's what it felt like.
Huh. And Exodus, you're all good in the brain space? You didn't feel any lilies in there?
No, I was here the whole time. I didn't feel anything. I don't think I did. All this feels quite weird. It's hard to gauge.
Huh.
Yeah, there's just like an overall Lee and Astra at the
like...
Yeah, Lee and Astra at the same time go, huh.
Don't touch the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
You,
take a second if
Exodus.
you need it, please.
Did you do something involving purple fire and a scythe?
Roll a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Oh no! Oh no! How did I rolled a 13 twice.
Ooh. Nuts.
So yes, it's 14.
Wow. That fails. Almost forcefully in the front of your head, you just feel this sudden rush of denial and anger. No, you didn't do anything. No, you're not. You didn't do anything. It wasn't your fault that happened. It couldn't have been your fault. No, you didn't do it. You didn't do it.
It wasn't anything. Not at all. Didn't do anything of the sort.
You're lying, because I just saw it. And I haven't had eyes in almost like half a year, so I think I would know if I saw something. With eyes!
Did no such thing. Me,
It wasn't him either. It couldn't have been him. There's no feasible way that it could have been Genesis. At the end of the day, it just doesn't make sense. He doesn't even have a motive. Why would he do that?
I don't even... to think I even entertained this idea that Genesis could have done any of this, I'm losing it. Losing grip with everything. This is ridiculous.
Easy does it. It seems that we have come to a misunderstanding. I mean...
Misunderstanding? Genesis is the best thing that ever happened to me.
Exodus, come on.
The worst thing.
You don't know him. You don't know him like I do.
I mean, maybe we don't know him like you do, but that's probably for the best, considering.
No. This is ridiculous. I don't... None none of it makes sense. This is all just a bunch of foolishness.
He told you that you didn't mean to do it. And then he asked if you wanted to drink some wine, and then asked if you wanted to go dance, and then you said that you wanted to go dance, except I'm not exactly down for doing that.
It wasn't my fault. Please,
Hey, maybe it wasn't your fault, but you did something.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No. There's no way that he told you that he told me that I didn't do anything. And he wouldn't lie to me. He wouldn't lie.
He wouldn't lie to me like that. Stop filling my head with these stupid ideas.
I don't know if you've noticed, but your head is already full! She, gestures to the area around her. And just kind of crosses her arms. She's like, I shouldn't be arguing about this. You'll be fine in a little bit.
There is just Lee has gone quiet. He's looking to the side. Astra is kind of she's looking down at this point and very nervously bouncing her leg up and down. It is very much the reaction of two people who do not like yelling. And there's just still darkness and the sledging, trudging noises of the oil on the wall.
Yep.
Arden? What's your reaction to all of this?
I think Arden just kind of stares at them and is like, well, I mean, it doesn't really matter either way, does it? We're gonna be looking around in your memories. You can see proof for yourself if you want to. I'm sure you'd like the hole in your head repaired one way or the other. So there's no real point in arguing about it. I don't think we can do anything that's just gonna instantly convince you, so instead maybe we should go through the door. I mean, it's a ways up there, but...
Fine. We'll look in these memories, but I know yeah. Sure, but he seems lost for words.
Lily, you got to keep going.
Yeah.
It's okay. Take a second. I know that you don't exactly breathe, but
I can take it.
Yeah, just in 5 out 5. All right. Well, is that out of our systems now? Arden is right. Arden is right. We are going into memories no matter what, so if there is a truth, it has to be in here somewhere. So, right or wrong is not to be debated until we actually have evidence and proof. Not to say that either of you guys are wrong about what you've seen. Let's just take it easy. We're in this one together. Okay? Let's not go losing our heads this far into the game. I mean, we're underneath the subconscious vessel. We are in a brainscape. This is dangerous territory. I don't think that we want to start fighting each other, and who knows what effect this could have on Benny's mind at the end of the day. All good.
Let's just keep moving.
All good. Okay, so Lee just looks exasperated. Just goes,
all right, it's time to move on.
Light.
Yeah. Well, we can't climb the walls. So
100 feet up, 50 feet across is what we're looking at. It is just darkness in this room, so you can't tell if there's a pit in the middle of it or if it's all floor from where you're currently standing.
I mean, I can cast light. I'll just cast it on, like, I don't know, maybe my Warhammer, if I'm holding it.
Sure, yeah. You twirl around your Warhammer.
Know.
By the way, holy shit, that roleplay was good. Holy shit. I'm giving Kiki and Crive, please take a point of DM inspiration. Because holy shit, that was good. Oh my god.
Behind it, and I was like pogging.
Yeah, that was so good. Oh man. So, Arden, you are going to cast light on your Warhammer, and
yeah, sure. Just,
the room illuminates. With the light spell, you've actually uncovered something. There's not just the candlelit path up there, there's also a bridge that just takes a 20-foot leap over, and it leads right to another unlit passageway. So, it is indeed a 50-foot pit to get to that candle door, and then 100 feet up the greasy wall. But there's also a completely non-greased platform. It's a 20-foot jump away and leads to another door. But this other door isn't candlelit like the other one.
So guys, I know this door's a little less friendly, but it is a lot easier to get to. So...
I mean, I can't tell the difference.
Perhaps...
No. There's a bridge there, so...
That scent of cinnamon, nutmeg, is still tantalizing.
We can always go that way and then come back and do the other way.
Yeah. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, how are we getting across?
Walking? I mean, there's a bridge.
Yeah, that's true. It is a 20-foot jump to get to the bridge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well,
it's more like a platform, like a springboard.
Guys, I have great news, which is that I have these rope arrows that have 20 feet of rope attached to them. So
hey!
I'll just shoot an arrow over there.
Yeah, sure.
I guess I'll make a ranged attack. I mean, it'd be pretty hard for me to miss with plus 11.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I rolled an 8 plus 11, so that's 19.
That hits, yeah. So you take an arrow, you quickly load it up in your bow.
Grab the end of the rope as it appears.
And you create a rather, are you going for like a tight line or like a slack line?
I mean,
it doesn't matter, just flavor. Okay, wait. So it's pretty tight. It's pretty tight, yeah. But you have created like a tight like line of rope across.
And then I'll just take another arrow and like stab it through the rope into the ground to hold it down on this side, I guess.
Perfect, yeah. So you just shoot that to the side, and from your bow, you take that other arrow and you stab that other arrow on the ground, and you have created a tightrope, basically. And
like, well, I mean, you can sit on it and scoot across, or you can walk across, or I could maybe give like one person a piggyback ride.
Lee is just going to turn around and, with an expression of trying to get Lily's hopes up, he is just going to go like, Lily, can you try my sense the rope?
Maybe.
You feel it.
She's gonna try and try and sense the rope.
You feel it. You feel the rope, and he goes, "Check this out," and is going to attempt to do it.
His confidence.
What did he
He
get?
got an 11, which is not good. So with an
Arden sees him doing this and is like, I'm gonna follow immediately after him because I feel like this is
just to make sure he doesn't die.
So Lee is going to attempt to do. He's going to attempt to do a flip on the rope to just like try and cheer Lily up, and he just goes, "Check this out, acrobatic squad!" And he jumps into the air, and you feel crotch hit rope.
Oh no!
And you
I feel
just
like Odin's there just to like grab the back of his shirt so it doesn't like fall off.
and all you hear, Lily, is das verdammt! Scheiße!
It does have the effect that he wanted to, as Lily absolutely starts just like screaming in laughter as she's there. She's just like,
Arden, pull me up. Pull me over.
Solidarity.
Please.
This is something I've observed with men. Benny like cups his own crotch, just goes ooh, because he just goes oh.
Well, I didn't want children to begin with, but hey, I mean that's free contraceptive right there.
she's laughing. She's having a great
I'm
time.
just like pats him on the shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah. Good luck, buddy.
Thank you. Okay. Oh, that was such a bad idea. As
You didn't follow your death, so.
Astra, who got a nat 20, is just like over on the other side just suddenly and is laughing her ass off.
Oh, thank God! I don't want to be an aunt.
Whoa. I feel like as if my brain has a hole in it now. Or maybe not my brain. Whoa!
Your dick, dude, your dick.
Lee stands up. No need to be crass. Oh, there's so little there already, and now there's probably less.
I am so sorry to hear that.
A single tear in his eyes.
I'm so smart. You have a small leisure.
Alright, now.
He could relate.
Alright, Lily and Exodus have yet to cross.
Lily's just gonna walk over.
Yeah,
Exodus is gonna cross.
Alright. I'd like you guys to both roll acrobatics because you are crossing a tightrope.
Oh boy.
That's a 22.
Oh yeah, easy. Walk in the park for Lily.
Yeah, she walks over to
the old man 7.
Oh no! No! No!
Hey, Lily, you walking close by to Benny? Oh, but Benny can fly, so like it'll be fine.
It seems that this rope is cursed. Cursed for those who come from a land down under. Benny takes one step, but it swings off a bit to the left, and you see as Exodus begins to fall. Watch first.
Wiener shot!
Down to the rope.
Wiener shot.
And in a sudden, ungodly motion. Impact. Exodus. Goddamn, that hurts!
God.
As you fall balls first onto the rope.
I think Lily, for all that she is upset, she's gonna like grab him by the scruff of his neck, like the back of his shirt, and is just gonna pull him off.
Lee and Exodus are now on the ground next to one another, both curled up in the same pose. Tears in their eyes.
Like, I guess my rope is, really doesn't like men.
I love feminism.
I support women.
You support women, but you don't want. I'm not even gonna say.
Yeah, no, this rope is just a misandrist, I think.
It's my type of rope, man. You think? No, I support women.
I mean, this does mean that if like 50% of people that might follow us were to walk on this.
No, but what if the enemy is transgender?
I support
If you're a trans man, you're a man. I think it'll hate you just fine.
Yeah.
It's the gender.
Right.
Damage maybe, but
It's the gender affirming rope.
It is. It's the gender affirming
You're like
rope.
really affirmed right now.
I genuinely wonder what would happen if Elle took the body right now, because she identifies as she, her. I wonder. I should not practice
I
it
feel
right now.
like, okay, so next, if we cross over this rope on the way back, definitely get Ella to take over.
Yes. Cece in chat says, "Boo, we hate your cock." I'm so glad that we just went from like one of the most intense roleplay moments in this whole campaign to the dick smashing on the rope. I love this campaign.
Does it work for all she/hers? Because she's gonna pull V out.
No, you're fine.
I genuinely had a moment because I was thinking about how there's a woman inside his head, and I'm like, damn, there's a woman in his head that calls him Stud Muffin. This is the fucking Master Chief meme.
Wait, Mickey's dick smasher.
Okay.
Whack his pee-pee.
I love the cursed ones. I love the cursed ones.
That we have a man-hating cursed rope now, like
yeah,
to add to the cursed.
That's
I mean, the rope
you
is still here for now, I guess.
Oh god. You guys have
That's what that rope wants to be when it grows up.
You have semi-successfully crossed the rope and have made it to the platform. I want you guys to know that intense Little Nightmares music has been playing over all of this.
I mean, that feels correct, I guess. I don't know
that was a little nightmare for Lee.
Small wiener!
Small dick Lee.
Please let it be known that Lee is 6'9".
6'9", tall king, a little guy.
69?
Proportionally smaller.
69? Your height is 69 and you have a small wiener?
Well, but here's the thing. No matter how large your wiener was, if
I'll let you guys have this discussion. I'm going to the washroom.
Okay. Have fun with that.
Dude, nightmare size doesn't matter.
Maybe just in the mindscape he has a small dick.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got
It's honestly funnier.
He's got an inferiority complex, and whenever L takes over the I have to take my inhaler. I gotta go breathe.
Oh man.
I gotta go.
We killed Kiki.
We killed Kiki, we killed Dean, all over a little bit of penis
it's my steroid inhaler.
Oh, you're on gear. I see. Damn, I always knew they secretly lifted. I've been doing a mind-numbing thing in the background just because it helps me focus. I've been playing this new game.
Oh wait, I get that. I understand.
It's called
I do that sometimes. I have to be careful because sometimes I'm too good at whatever I'm doing in the background, and then my brain fizzes out.
I don't live.
Yeah.
My lungs do this fun thing where they don't let me breathe sometimes. So my doctor was like, "Hey, we're gonna put you on something that should open your lung," and I'm like, "Okay."
Bro's on gear. Bro's just trying to tell us you're on gear.
No, so I was on a steroid inhaler for like a month, and then I went back, and my doctor, I was like, "It doesn't work," and he's like, "I'm gonna put you on another one, and we're gonna scan your ass."
Hi.
Mickey's dick smasher.
Hello.
Let's go.
Mickey's dick smasher. I'm back. Jesus.
Pee squash.
So real. Welcome to the Cursed Ones. Fuck you, dick.
Fuck you, chicken strips.
Fuck you, chicken strips.
We hate testicles.
The title of this session is Dick Smasher.
Ball twister. Wait, could you use Mage Hand to twist someone's balls?
Let's continue.
Yes. Anyway.
Oh god.
Testicular torsion.
This is beautiful. This is beautiful.
I feel like Lily has not stopped laughing.
Oh, this is great.
And she's actively just like
So,
losing her mind.
I can't believe that I have to get back into serious, ominous narration after the dick smashing incident of 2023. So, from above, as you guys pass over the rope onto the platform beyond, the light up above seems to flicker almost jealously. Maybe even more than jealousy. Maybe it's... No, it's... Oh. No, you weren't supposed to do that. You... But maybe there's still time to go back. Maybe there's still time to just go up to the light. The light is where we want to be. Because in the darkness, there's stuff that you don't want to see. I would like everyone to roll a wisdom saving throw. As...
Ooh, I'm good at those.
Oh no.
And
Wizzy save!
I may have rolled a 10, however, I add 9 to it, so I have 19.
Fun fact, at work, the thing that we use for cleaning the steam room is called the Wizzy Wash. So now whenever I think of a wisdom save, my brain is like, Wizzy Wash! Wow! Wizzy save! Wow!
We had such a bad name for the cleaner at my old work. It was called Spray 9. Like, what
Nice.
9 things am I spraying?
My vacuum cleaner is called Wally.
Oh my god.
It's
Eva.
yellow.
I named mine Herbie.
Oh.
Herbie, like Kirby, but herb. Herb.
No, it's like Herbie, like
So-
Herbie Lovebug.
So, you all succeeded, besides Lee.
Oh.
So none of you guys hear the beguiling sounds of a voice echoing into your heads. So, there is the door in front of you guys. You wish to go.
Yeah.
Yep,
Door.
I'm gonna keep an eye on everybody, make sure we're all going in together, because I remember what happened last time we went through a door, and it was good.
You start heading towards the door, and you're taking 10 on everyone, making sure that nothing bad happens again. And as you
I'm
do,
going in last this time. Nobody's yanking away.
all right, as everyone else
Besties.
is heading towards the door, you notice that Lee is not moving.
All right, I'm gonna go, like, you know, be like, Haley, you good?
I'm sorry. Why exactly are we going through this door? I mean,
Easier to get to than the other one. I mean, you remember what happened when
yes, it's
Haley
easier.
touched the wall, right?
Yes, of course. I mean, it's easier to get to, but I mean, think about it this way. We have multiple people in the party who can fly, so I don't actually think it would be that hard if we just carried people back and forth. And I mean, besides, I mean, that door has a light, and then this one is just plunge into darkness. And I mean, who knows what could be in the darkness? I think
But
I think
then
that
you
light...
have to cross back over that rope, Lee. You really want to do that?
Roll
Yeah, do it
persuasion.
again. I want to see it again.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that this is what you're using to roll persuasion with, but roll persuasion.
I think this is very persuasive. Okay, let's see. And what is my persuasion? Wait, was there a thing from that? I need to check something real quick. Sorry. Actually, this is a charisma thing, right? I'm gonna have the jazz hands back me up on this one. I'm gonna. give them,
Oh
like, the
yeah,
nod, like,
all right. Yeah, right. So you you are just like, you give them the nod of come back me up, and from
back
your
me up on
pocket,
this one, man.
from your pocket, there is a slow.
My pocket. There's jazz hands. I love
Which
the
kinda-
jazz hands so much.
Which amplifies your. Do you really want to go over that rope?
You really want to go over that rope? They play Sounds of Pain. Cool.
Do-do.
Okay, that's good, because instead of a 4, I got a 15. So then I add my charisma, which is +1. So that's 16. Let me just double check that this thing can do.
Da-do, do, do,
that's right. I do have-
da. All
I
of
have
the
proficiency in that now. So, persuasion.
as you are doing
And
this,
that's the math. Usually I can do math, guys. 21. 15 plus 6 is 21. Okay.
I think I missed a chapter, says Cece. It's the jazz hands.
It's the jazz hands.
It's the jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
Yeah.
The disembodied skeletal hands crawl down your pockets and head towards the side of the rope, where all of them snap rhythmically and intimidatingly towards Lee as
They're making
they
this
start.
rope look real intimidating.
2 of the jazz hands are snapping in sync with one another and tapping their other fingers in like that do-do, da-do. As 2 of the other jazz hands one of them lays on the ground and kind of puts one thumb out to the side and its finger to the other, so it kind of does this as if it makes a line. And another one of the jazz hands is just gonna go. Slams down onto it, and then all of the jazz hands rattle in horror at the prospect of such a thing, and Lee is just going to why was I I'm sorry, I think I lost my train of actual thought for a second. I do not want to go back over the rope. Thank you. And he turns on his heel and follows you guys to the door. The jazz hands truly coming in clutch.
They are.
The jazz hands
are the best. Give a big thanks to Handrietta, Handa, Harland, Henderson, and Henderson, or whatever.
As they all scurry up back into your backpack, they all scurry back and snap back into your backpack.
Applause.
Yep, they hold their hands out and give you, one by one, give you high fives on their way in. So it's just like...
I get 5 high fives in a row.
Yep, 5 high fives as the jazz hands vanish into your bag. I love my the jazz hands.
Friends.
The
These are Arden's best friends.
This has been such a session that is just fluctuating between childlike whimsy and just absolute the horrors, and I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, that is kind of the makeup of the party.
True. So, the door opens. You see, almost like a water slide, doors in a spiral downwards. There's a small spread of oil going down the slide, that slick liquid that leads downwards. That candlelight that you guys have avoided, it flickers out from where it previously was in that up above door, and it turns on up the slide. But down leads to more darkness.
I really need to put in some lights in my head when I get things sorted.
I mean, I could try and reach my finger in there and, like, light it. He, like, pulls out his finger towards Benny's ear.
Good heavens.
Do you cast light on Benny? On Exodus?
I'm gonna just, I'm gonna try and stick if he lets me, I'm gonna try and stick my finger in his ear and cast light in there.
Please do not willy me.
You stick your hand
It's
into
not wet, Willy, if your finger isn't wet.
Here's the thing. Obviously, it's not gonna light. It's not gonna light the interior of the subconscious, sadly, but
no,
as
it might light brain.
Exodus does, however, Exodus does, however, suddenly begin to glow in a radiant, shimmering light as you are going cast the spell onto Exodus, as a small patch of light is going to appear on their head and then trail down to their hands, almost like their fingers are little glow sticks.
Yeah, it just has to be an object no larger. You know, actually, I guess the object has to be no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. So, like, humans are small. He's smaller than that.
Yeah, and Benny Exodus lets off this low sheen glow.
There you go. Is that better?
Benny.
And also, I'm gonna make it because I can make it any color I want. I am gonna make it a nice bright pink.
Benny. You've been in darkness. So seeing a light in the distance, it's the first time you can tell. That's Arden's magic. That's hers. You know how the magic of your kids looks, and it's pink. It's pink like Sharpay. You see it. Up in the distance. Above you. Benny, do you call out to your friends in the distance?
Oh, yes.
What do you say?
Guys, I'm in here!
Down the water slide, you guys hear that echoing. Guys! I'm in here! Here!
Hey, wait. Is that Betty? That's Betty.
Benny?
That's my voice.
Yeah.
You should have
I didn't say that.
Benny?
Do I hear them?
Yeah, you hear them, Benny.
Guys! I think I'm stuck down here.
What?
This... But that's my voice. Hello? Hello? Is that me up there?
You know like you know your name used to be Exodus. This is Exodus. We're in you're scrambled.
More scrambled than we initially thought, actually. How is this possible?
The Genesis Kisser!
Oh! Please don't call me that.
I'll call you whatever I want.
So if Benny's here and Benny's there,
Who's driving the ship?
Wait, does this mean that we'll encounter other Bennies?
Are we gonna have plural Bettys? Honestly, I don't know if I
We
really
already
opposed to
have
that.
plural Bennies. Except I don't like the.
I mean, this one's alright. He's fine. Denial is not necessarily like the worst thing that can happen to a person. Also, again, we're gonna wander through his memories. It won't last that long. I guess we could probably go find Benny instead of
Yeah, like I'll lay
Exodus.
down.
It is nice that we have more than one name here, I guess.
All right.
Could you guys come down and get me?
Yeah, we're on our way. Hold tight. Yeah, there's no imminent danger down there, is there?
I don't think so. I haven't seen anything, but
Okay, I will
cannot
take
be
that.
Sure.
Imminent as in you don't. Okay, so I'm going to take that as a yes. Then we are good to slide down.
Should be. I think.
Alright! And I'm just gonna jump on it and slide because kids love a water slide. I know this, it's true.
I would
Alright.
know this. I was kid once.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm still kid at heart.
I was at the pool yesterday and they had like a little tiny water slide and there were kids going down it.
Arden, you jump down the slide and start in a spiral, heading down towards Benny's voice.
Let's
Astra
go.
will follow. Lily, do you follow?
Yeah, she's not like. I don't think she's gonna slide fully, but you know, like what kids do when they're scared of going down slides, when they inch down slowly.
Yeah. Unfortunately, as you
Yeah.
start to inch down, the
It's
grease, that
greasy.
oil is going to just
No! Goo-goo-wee!
goo-goo be you. You're going to slide down at an
Screaming
intense
the
speed.
entire way down.
Lee is going to give a squinting look at Exodus and is just going to go, after you.
Right. And he's gonna kind of
Yeah, you're on a light source now, bro.
the glowing Exodus will sit and start
Comedy.
sliding down.
As you start to get into the opening of the slide, you just hear behind you, smell the cinnamon scent again. Kind of overwhelms you. Get the sudden pulling in your chest. This is like probably as you're hanging above it, like about to rocket yourself down, but just before that.
I don't know.
You just hear in your head, just no, nothing good is gonna come from going down there. It's just like those lies they were telling earlier. I mean, any jets, there can't be two of you. That doesn't make sense. These people
We're in the subconscious, it's fine.
clearly just trying to trick you. I mean, a dimension that no one's ever heard of. These strange practices that they're calling magic. The claim that they come from Year M and that Genesis is behind everything. No. Home is... Nothing good is gonna come from the darkness. Swear.
But there's no darkness, he's glowing.
No, I need to go back. I don't think I belong in this part. I need to go back to where I'm from. Back to...
I don't think you understand, my friend. You cannot go back to where you are from right now. You are inside the subconscious. You are inside your brain. Oh, no, it's just a little... It's just our little side. Everyone else has gone down.
No, I can't. I can't.
Push his ass. Push him.
I need to get off this slide. I need to get off.
You guys are taking forever.
It's fine. Look, Exodus, I understand that you are concerned and this is all quite scary for you as this is all coming out of nowhere, but I promise you, you need to listen to us. We are your friends. We are your friends.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've just met you. I don't know. I can't. This is all too much. All of this. This is ridiculous.
And you feel hands shove against your back as Lee is just going, you just hardly hear it. I'm sorry! As he is just going to shove you down.
Ah!
And you just hear, like, loud and eminent in your head, no, I can't go back there!
No, please! Please! Don't take me back!
You hear this sobbing and screaming down, like, up from above you guys as Arden, Lily, Astra, you guys are in the darkness. And Exodus falls to the ground at the bottom of the slide. And quickly behind is Lee. It's okay.
I mean, I'll go, like, give Benny
It's fine. It's fine.
Like, pat him, you know?
But
hey,
as Exodus comes down, Exodus is indeed being affected by the light spell.
Mm-hmm.
So, he
yeah, I mean,
illuminates.
technically the light spell is, I think, still on my Warhammer also, like...
Yeah, so it
there's
illuminates.
nothing that says it ends when you do another one, so...
So it illuminates the room around you guys. Theoretically, based on the distance, Benny should be here. Because that makes sense. He is supposed to be down here, but instead, he's not. No, you're somewhere different. On that mountain again. That hill. The one that you started this subconscious journey in. The white roses that turn red under the blood moon sky. Exodus's wings, a shimmering ivy, are given same fate. Ivory, I meant, are given the same fate. It feels like you can see all of Ethos from here. You guys are at the peak of that hill. But it's not as you were. It's not as children. Like you were in that first memory. You're at its peak. On the ground is the shape of a shimmering red octagram. With each point over top. Stressed Earth sits on every end. The octagram's peaks and stars. Exodus, you don't want to be back here. Be back here.
No, please, let me back up.
What the
Please.
I'm gonna try just, like, covering his eyes, maybe? If he's staring at something, I'm just gonna...
You go over and you, like, put your hands, like, cup them over his eyes?
Yeah, we just stand in front of him, you know, so he can't see the octagram or whatever it is.
It, at the very least, is enough for you to kind of get your bearings for a second. And just hear in your head, Exodus. Okay. You're here. It unfortunately, you're here. Do anything about that? You just don't let them. Don't let them dig it up. Don't let them dig it up. We can't let them dig it up. So if they dig it up, then we're gonna know. All good?
We need to stay here.
Are you alright?
We can't.
Also, where's Benny? Hey, Benny!
No, Benny. treat?
I don't know,
No
maybe it's
treat.
like a
Treat? No treat.
treat, no treat, no.
Me? No,
That's what
Benny.
Lely's like right now, dude.
And he's got like the
Benny?
with his fat eyes, just like no Benny. Where's he at?
She like Lely shivers a bit, and she's like, "Whoa,
We
why
need to
are we back?"
Wait,
Uh,
it's not safe here. We need to stay. We need to stay. Just stay put. Can't. Don't.
I mean, I don't think we can
don't
live here
wander off.
forever.
I don't like listening to you, so
What do you mean? This is my mind. You should.
no, I mean, I as a person don't want to do you, so I'm gonna go that way. And she just turns and walks.
No.
Where are you walking towards the octagram, or where are you going?
She doesn't. Is it like a physical like thing that she can tremor sense? Because if so,
Oh,
she's
yeah.
gonna walk towards it. Okay.
Yeah, you can tremor
Yeah,
sense it,
she'll
but
walk
specifically,
towards
it's not that you can feel the octagram, but it's that you can feel that there are things underneath every single point, buried in the ground.
Okay. Yeah. She'll walk towards him just because like she digs. That's what she does sometimes. She's like, all right, well, if
She's
there's
a
something that
minor.
meets. She's 123 years old.
No, like digging
Um,
minor.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh, okay.
Does she also
That was the
craft?
She crafts too. Bit,
She has mending.
bit crafty, eh?
Minecraft.
A Minecraft?
No way.
Diggy hole.
What?
Yeah, she's gonna walk towards the closest point and just like crouch, kind of look at it, a little funny, just like, huh. Hey guys, there's something under this thing.
No,
This
no,
big-
no, 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 no. Leave it be, leave it be, please. Leave it
Why?
be.
What do we do if we don't?
Bad
Yeah,
things.
why?
Leave it be. Please.
Kind of bad things, like
yeah,
dying bad
explode
things, or like
something, or
Like a swarm of bees that are gonna come kill us all?
Worse.
I can deal with bees.
worse than bees.
Please, just don't. Just leave them be.
What do you propose we do if we, don't?
Yeah, like we might just be stuck here forever if we don't do anything.
And what is
Exactly.
the voice inside Benny's head saying to the prospect of what happens if we don't?
Well, then we'll just stay here and we won't have to know, and it'll be better that way.
Then we should
It's like if we,
stay put.
hey, we can't do that. You don't have like a family, right? You remember having a child?
We
I mean,
we
I
do
can't stay
have
here
to
forever,
leave
you know.
and fix this problem.
We could just stay put. Just everything's fine. Everything's fine.
I think we
No, because it doesn't seem fine. Why are you so freaked out about this? Huh? What's under here? What is it gonna do?
Please.
Maybe if you explain it, it'll be less bad.
The thing is that you don't know.
I don't. Oh God, I don't know.
Well, if you don't know, then I'm gonna dig it up, and if something bad happens, you can say I told you so.
No, please don't do it.
She
Sorry,
is going to, reach a hand down. As like she's gonna reach her hand down as she's like not looking, obviously, but as she's like looking at Benny, almost like challenging him to stop her.
No, please.
Lee is giving you like a one of those looks where it's like, don't fucking try anything right now, okay? But he's also just like
To Lily or to
he's-
Benny? Or
to Benny,
Exodus?
to Exodus, and he kind of like has a hand on. He's like, to be okay, all right. As I said before, we're your friends. We are going to get you through this. I understand that it's stressful, but we need to figure this out. That is
If
what
you don't want to look, just turn around.
That is what Benny sent us here to do in the mindscape. Benny wanted to find out his memory, so we are going to find it out. I'm sorry that it doesn't align with your past sentiments, but we are respecting your wishes here.
Yeah, I mean, we knew there might be stuff that wasn't so good, but I mean, we're friends, so it'll be alright.
It'll be fine. We're not going to hate you.
With that final line, Lily's going to start digging. In the
You-
snow.
You drive your hands into the dirt, and it
Kiki
moves
goes
away.
over.
It moves away effortlessly.
Mhm.
Astra is going to kind of slowly go over to your side, Lily, and is going to also start digging with you. But she's like ever so often glancing up. I think that she is more so digging next to you to make sure that if someone sneak attacks you here, that she'll be on it. Like she is grabbing some dirt and just like as you are doing the bulk of it, she's like helping usher stuff out of the way and just like looking up every few seconds to see Exodus's expression.
It's just dread. The expression is just dread, fear, horror. It's just horrid, twisted expression of just total discomfort.
Arden's like, I don't know, patting him on the shoulder. Like, you really don't have to watch them do it if you don't want to.
That's the thing. I need to know. I don't know. Why am I so scared of something I don't know?
Subconscious trauma, probably.
It's all right. It's in there. We're going to get through it. It's gonna be fine. Okay.
It's the
Really?
stare of a man who doesn't want to watch but is unable to pull his gaze away.
Lily, you pull out the Heart of Life.
Oh.
The artifact. Dripping in gold. As the mountain...
Is it beating?
Yep. Beats in your hand.
She kind of like holds it there for a second.
The mountain you guys are all on vanishes around you. Replaced with a small cottage town. Stained glass windows, ramshackle homes made from thousands of hours of love, tenderness, and care, stained in unfortunate remains of a storm. Rain patters down on the stone walkways. The crumbled Tunstead Castle in the distance is shrouded in a cloud of chaos. Lee, who is just saying that all of it would be fine, suddenly just... Oh. As he grabs his own chest, and Astra, who is looking above you, Lily, is just gonna... Oh. Exodus. It's coming back to you now. It's almost like your brain jumps forward a year in time. You found the remains of a city burnt to a crisp by an unholy storm. Bodies. You found them unable to breathe. Calloused in Lichtenberg scars. Lichtenberg scars, that's what they're... Whatever they're called.
Lichtenberg.
Lichtenberg. You demanded to know the culprit. An attack like this was unheard of since the death of Tiamat. No. You are an angel. It is your goal, your duty in life to protect the people. You would not let it happen again. It didn't take long to follow the storm to its heart. See a boy, brown hair sunken and drenched in sweat, tears and tousled. That is what soaks his hair, just tears. The gentle, kind of caring ruffles on the top of it. 3 figures are holding him gently. Harangon, who is patting his back, you step forward, hand in front of Exodus. Look. It was that man, Presley Kane. We have reason to believe he's working for Genesis. Lee isn't dangerous! You didn't believe them. Couldn't believe them. You had to aim the scythe for that Lily. You remember Tunstead? Brightly lit, full of music. You remember the song Wilfred's mother sang to you all. You remember the image vividly. Remember the image of the spear that sunk through her chest. How Wilfred rushed to get her help, how it just didn't work. For the image of the spear dug deep into her heart. Didn't need to happen. Who could have done this? Arden, you see just the image of an Aarakocra woman speared through the heart to the ground. And just a disembodied, like nothing holding it, but a scythe tearing through an orc, a dwarf, and a Harengon.
That's M White. She's explaining it for Arden's sake because she knows that she's never met her. That was Wilfred's mom. She died. Obviously. She was a great woman. Raised a pretty great kid. Sacrificed a lot. It's okay.
That is,
It happened.
yes. These three.
If you don't want to look, you can.
No, He just shoots a glance at Exodus and is just going to... That is Zahari. That is Ikaros, and that is Lawrence. They were my friends once. You block out things when they hurt too much. He glances at Exodus.
Really? Yeah.
Exodus's face is covered in tears and his nails have dug into the dirt as he was able to watch for most of it, but near the end had to put his head down as his sobs were just shaking his shoulders uncontrollably.
Don't... In a way, I don't blame you. You were so wrapped. Had you wrapped around his finger? He looks away.
Lily is going to put the heart back down and she's going to move almost like dutifully to the next point on the octagram. And this time, sparing no time, she's just gonna mold Earth.
Yep.
To make it a little bit easier.
You pick up the Ionian Rose.
Oh!
The air grows errantly frigid. A cold chill of winter passes the world by as the mountain vanishes and is replaced with a small rickety town in the Azamiran wastes. Homes are built from the snow themselves. And it seems for miles the only plant life to be seen are the ever-hardy spruce trees that line the tree line towards Eros. You'd be forgiven if you thought the sky was still red due to the color of the snow around you. But no. It's evening under a gray sky. Snow is not red due to the lighting. Exodus, you came upon a town ravaged by sickness. That is what it smells like. Firbolg, human, goblin, all sorts of people. Their bodies lined the campsite. A small town called Snowdell. Despite their bundling that should surely have saved them from the cold, the necrosis, the leprosy in their skin, the gold foam that spilled from their mouths, the crystalline horns of metal that spiked out from their feet and hands. All of them lay about 6 feet apart from one another, hands outstretched towards where you stand, Lily, with the rose in your hand. It's as if they're grasping for every last petal of it. You feel that there's just like one tiny petal left on the rose as you hold it. They all suddenly were taken away. Or perhaps were consumed. Now there's one left, one too small for someone to actively gain the benefits of. There's a person directly in front of you, Lily. A Firbolg woman, old and loving, her eyes frozen open, staring indefinitely. In her arms, frozen and dead. She is embracing a ratty kid's toy. As you tremor sense on the ground, Lily. Owen used to play with that toy. That was a toy. It was like session 3 when this happened. But you gave...
It's session 3.
It was session 3.
I...
You gave a toy to a mourning Firbolg ghost. Outskirts of Snowdell. That is what you remember stumbling across, Benny. Sickness. The death. Lily, you remember Snowdell a bit differently. A woman racked in grief, enough that it turned her into a monster. Just how she turned others into monsters with her touch. Long, ratty brown hair with streaks of silver, eyes a piercing green. Every step, blood would spill from her, down until her last. Unable to live in a world without her children, unable to live in a world that did not allow her to get revenge, she stepped forward one last time. You feel Hara's body in the snow in front of you. Arden, you see a mixture of both scenes once again.
Arden sees all.
Question remains. Who could have done this?
This is Hara. She could induce Penethra. I felt bad fighting. It was odd. She honestly, your mom kind of reminds me of her in the best way possible. Would do anything for her kids. She's gonna put the rose down. And it's going to the next point.
The next point.
Yappy.
The dice of spontaneum.
Oh, climbed in.
The scene changes once more. Flames are unpredictable in how they move. Like the clouds. They spark and crackle without a care for patterns or consistency, and they surround you. Flames. As hot as the deserts of Wolvenshire, where you now stand. The lawless land. The land where nothing truly makes sense. Exodus, you came upon the scene. Blackpool. A well, once full of water, now somehow burning, filled with tar by mistake. You walked into a scene of impossibility. It's not just the well that's full of water. After all, the humanoid body is around 70% made of water. But the humanoid body doesn't just suddenly fill with tar. The human body does not spontaneously combust. Well, actually, there are multiple cases of spontaneous human combustion. The possibility is low, but never zero. It's a miracle, but not one in the positive sense. Of course, that would explain why one body exploded into tar, not all 58. That also doesn't explain why the fire that lit the scene you came upon was green like the one you invented and taught Genesis how to do. Lily, you remember Blackpool. It happened so suddenly, with everything happening in Wolvenshire. Should have expected it, but no one did. Hell, it was probably one of the least noteworthy things that happened in all of Wolvenshire, but there was that fire that erupted through Blackpool. You managed to barely survive. Only one person actually crawled out alive from fire by the time you showed up, and it was Ducky. Everyone else gone in a sudden, spontaneous combustion. Why, the question remains, who could have done this?
So, this is Ducky. She helped when Sharpay was with the other guy. Her curse was that she was rubber. Never seen it used before, but yeah. She's gonna put the dice back down.
The next one you dig up is the Sickle of Judgment. This one requires less discussion than the last. You've all seen this quite recently. Arden, see that stage in the middle of Threadwire? One that you and good old Zoran performed at. Exodus, you recall the stage where that demon tried to stab your lover. The wreckage of hellfire wreathing the burnt audience as the demon clawed, begged you to fucking believe him. Zoran is sinking in the scene, dragging deeper into the ground. Shadow of the man he tried to kill casts over the scene, looming cat-like behind you. Exodus, you cast your judgment upon the demon. It's as if his fate was sealed the moment he came into contact with you. Lily, you remember Threadwire. God, where to begin with Threadwire? Am I right?
Oh, am I right or am I right?
You remember the feeling of weight. The deep, sinking feeling of grief that fell over Threadwire, a loss of choice between life and death, the worms in your skin, the peril in the box, the thought that you'd never return. The worms surround you. Once over. Feel them wriggling in the ground. You remember that wriggling. It reminds you of when you were a lump of flesh, wriggling to try and save Wilfred from the inferno around him. The sinking feeling of seeing him again. It's as if his fate was sealed. The moment he was happy. The question remains, who could have done this?
Is Wilfred what's in front of her?
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna nod to Arden and just kind of... That's Wilfred.
Oh. So that's what he looks like.
Yep. From what I remember, he's red. And he wore a vest and scarf. And his dad tried to bring him back to life, which was not the best idea.
Ah. Yeah.
I don't know if I would have tried the same thing if I knew about the lady in Threadwire. I don't want to think about it. She's gonna set the sickle down.
Staff of Balance. Monks scatter to the wind in an old forgotten temple, a Goliath woman, scorched to a crisp in the back of her neck. Fox talismans burned at the stake. The smell, the stench of ceaseless sacrifice, only half of their bodies were harmed. Backside burnt, side severed, an arm and a leg. You didn't stick around long enough, Exodus, to find further survivors. You didn't investigate enough. The signs were there. Why the fuck didn't you know? Why the fuck couldn't you see? Why can't you see? The pain is so fresh you can hardly feel it. Your eyes. Were they your eyes? Were they your eyes? All you feel is fire around you, the sting of betrayal. Lily, half of the children of the village vanished and you didn't notice. Half of the monastery burned down. but you only found half of their bodies. You didn't stick around long enough to find further survivors. You didn't figure out it was his fault. Kasim, why couldn't you see? Where were your eyes? The question remains, who could have done this?
We're sensing a pattern here.
I wonder who did all these things. Oh.
Following the theme, she gestures again. She's like, this is where I grew up. Kind of a shithole. Everybody died. That's about all there is.
Arden, you do actually remember this monastery from that one vision, actually.
I was like, yeah, this is where... this is, I mean, when I guess technically, I was in the place of Kasim, but in, like, the basement, you know, when Genesis showed up and was like, ooh, here's this stick, do what I say, I'll answer, like, one question. But instead, I just climbed over him and out the trapdoor and, like, slammed it in his face. So I don't know if that makes you feel any better, but...
No, I mean, I still hate him, but
Exodus, that just confirms something.
You can know that I did put my foot in his face, directly.
Exodus, that just confirms something that you wish that you did not have confirmed for you, that there was a survivor, but you did not look hard enough.
It's funny, really, because I could have stayed in Wolvershire after all that. You know that? I could have just fucked off with the rest of them. But no, I left. Made my own identity, whatever.
I mean, the identity you made's pretty cool.
Fair enough. If Exodus was trying to say something, I'm sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead.
No, Exodus is just... He looks sick. Like,
he's
truly,
making noises.
Like, he sounds halfway between screaming and throwing up. He sounds unwell.
Yeah, give him like
you're gonna vomit, like, do it now.
The only thing Arden can think of to do is just, like, you know, give him a pat on the back. Again. Like, you know... Technically, it already happened, so...
Next.
She's gonna put it down.
The Acts of Instinct. Doncaster in 2, the Dragonborn children, dwarves. The eldest had to care for the youngest. The eldest were 16 at most. The eldest were forced to enter coal mines too young to have been taught their own history, doomed to fall again and again to the call of war. Maeldrum. You remember her. In the war. Exodus. She came to you once, old, tired. She begged for the war to be called off, but you're too far back to remember what she said. That was when you were a general. Kaine. Kaine, you remember that name, but you didn't when he called for you. He did you. Arden, see the people you saw in the judgment room that time, in the slaughter or spare puzzle. Those kind of courts once again. Doncaster in 2, split apart by the whims of decisions made without thought for their outcome. The near murder of the great Emerald Dragon, and the hell that followed in the path of the Ooblex. History kept repeating and repeating. Senseless war, a realization, forgetting. It's doomed to keep happening. The question remains, who could have done this?
Very easy question to answer, really.
Eureka!
I'm gonna get an 8 out of 8 on this pop quiz.
Yeah, so this is basically where we kind of learned about consequences. That's the Emerald Dragon, that's the ooze, that's the city, that's the Mummy Lord, that's the beans. We don't need to explain that part, we all get it. Just gonna drop it.
The
Arden just kind of
beans.
nods and is like,
The beans.
The
sure.
beans.
Yeah,
The
the beans. The beans.
The beans.
Sometimes there's
Exodus,
just
you're
beans.
supposed to say the beans back. Not that's out of character. That's out of character. That's out of character.
I mean, every time
He's
like,
like
you said it in
sobbing his
character.
eyes out and leaving.
Yeah!
You're gonna say beans, dude. Oh, you're
I
fine.
mean, it might make him feel better. I don't know.
Real. Say.
Just like
Beans
Arden's
over and over again.
What's funny is that I specifically
Just,
did.
like,
What's
the
funny is
beans.
that I specifically did not mention a single thing that the beans caused, because the beans didn't cause the partial death of the Emerald Dragon. I was mentioning the war, and you brought the beans into this. I was going more for the Ooblax.
Yeah, no, Lily's completely associating Sunder as like an entirety with the beans. If you bring up Sunder, she brings up the beans.
The
She's like, oh
beans.
yeah, Albuquerque, beans.
Cece in
They
the
don't even have
audience.
beans.
I'm sorry for bringing up the beans on Maine. Your legacy. I love you, Cece.
I'm dropping the X.
Arden just pats Benny sadly on the shoulder and just is like, the beans. And she
This-
doesn't know what you're talking about at all, so.
The next sigil of the above.
Oh! Okay,
The
I'm
noise I
gonna
made
go
was
so
not
hard.
in character.
I'm gonna try and grab it. I was like, hey, wait, do you think that's the real one?
Veldrin. The horror
Molar?
in his eyes. Yeah!
Or
The whore in his eyes.
Or in his eyes.
We're 3 years removed from the beans incident. I've mostly let it go. Shout
come on,
out.
show us the horror.
Alright, horror time. Veldrin. The horror in his eyes. His voice
The
loud
horror
as day.
horror.
Shush. Loud as day, it still rings. Did you know? Exodus. Exodus, what has he done? Exodus, please. How didn't you know? How didn't you see it? Are you a part of this? Are you a part of this, Exodus? The fire spread upon his island, the tears in the young elf's eyes, his hands on your cloth, charcoal gray running up his skin, his hair fading stark white as he screams, please, tell me, did you do this? Did you do this? Lily, you have yet to be to Sepulturnum, but you hear her.
No.
The bowstring sounds of morning. You wretched beast! Give her back! The movement of a construct low and heavy. A struggle. The fight for their life undercut with... Lily, my daughter, I'm going to find you. Just don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall! The question remains, who could have done this?
I think the first time in this entire situation, Lily is going to like tilt her head towards Exodus. Kind of just like, what the hell's this? What does Veldrin mean? Almost reluctantly, she's going to put it down.
Exodus. There is one hole left in the octagram to be dug up. You don't want them to dig this one up.
No. No, leave the last one, please. Please, I'm begging you. Just leave the last one. You can't take it up. No, please. Please, God.
I don't think you get a say in this anymore. She's going to reach down and start to dig it up.
You pull out the sword of death. You're back on the hill.
harder.
Nothing. Nothing changes. As the sword enters your hand, the blood-soaked sky remains ever so blood-soaked as the blade in your hand. A scythe may be the weapon of death that people know from depictions of the Grim Reaper, but the blade, long rapier sword, has spilled infinitely more blood. So romantic, even, the sword. A civilized slaughter, if such a thing is even possible. It had to be possible, right? Why else would the sword in your hand be so red and lack so much gold? You all see bodies. Scattered. Mouths open as if screaming silently to you. Their mouths move, but you can't hear it. All you hear instead is, as Exodus, you, Crime, are begging for them to stop, another version of Exodus's voice doubles over as well. No, you don't need to see this. It was him. It was all Genesis. It was all Genesis.
No.
It wasn't me.
No.
It wasn't me.
It was
No,
him.
stop. Come on. The light is this way. It's just like he said. It's not your fault.
Get out of here.
It didn't
Just
happen.
leave.
It doesn't happen. It
Leave.
didn't have to have happened. Stop. Just put it down. Exodus, your hands. Crime, Exodus. Your hands are covered in dirt.
I'm a Doherty boy. Sorry.
We did it!
Sorry.
Woo!
The coast.
Okay. We gotta get our giggles out, guys. We gotta get our giggles
More
out.
giggles.
It's important.
I'm in anguish right now.
So,
Emotional turmoil.
you suddenly just like snap your mouth shut. As that other voice of Exodus is the one who just takes over now, just like, no. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to think about it. Come on. Light's right there. Light's right there. The door's there. The door's there. You can turn around now. You can go into the door. You can find Benny. Come on. Turn around. You don't need to see this. You don't need to see this. You don't need to see it. It was all him. It was all Genesis, right? All Genesis. It was all Genesis.
What did you do?
Exodus. Crime.
The clarification.
I have to clarify. Many people in this session have been Exodus.
Yeah, it's true.
Me. I am.
Remember, like,
If you or a loved one have been turned into Exodus, you may be entitled to compensation.
Welcome to injury lawyers. If you've been exodused.
You
Melvin Golan, the time injury lawyers.
You remember, much like the scene from The Heart of Life, with the three who tried to protect Lee. Someone gave you irrefutable evidence. Without a shadow of a doubt, anyone would have seen it. That Exodus was behind it all, but you were supposed, guardian angel, sent from the heavens to bring comfort, happiness, protection to those you love. Loved him. You loved him. Still feel the blade in your hand. Still feel the grip. It feels so familiar raising it up. It felt bliss. And afterwards, he found you. He held you in his arms. He danced with you in the light. Drank dandelion wine with you. It wasn't your fault, he said. Let's just not think. Alright, darling. You had to do it. Let's just try not to think about it for now, alright? How about some wine? The dandelions must have fermented by now, a nectar of the gods. Come on now. How about a dance? The light is beautiful right now. It was Genesis's fault that the world fell into curses. And if this ritual was the reason he was able to gain so much power, the question remains, who could have let such a thing happen? You all see that scene play out in front of you, just on repeat, over and over. Arden, next to you, a door does swing open with that candlelight and that smell trying to cover up the scent of dirt, scent of blood.
Lily is going to drop the sword and is going to walk up to Exodus. And she's going to grab him by the front of his shirt from where he is, like, kind of crouched down. And she's going to lift him up to be eye level so that he can stare into the holes that were once her eyes. And she's going to look at him and ask, "What did you do?" In the cave in Azamir, you held that sword and you
Quick correction, it was an arrows.
Something. In arrows. You said something. And it glowed.
Oh, no, I know what you mean. The confession.
Yeah,
the confession, so...
I couldn't hear it. What did you say? That was such a big secret. That it gave it so much power. What did you do? Answer me!
Just to check in, Crime, do you remember what Kiki is referencing here?
I remember the scene, but I do not, like, I remember the content, but I do not remember.
Benny told the sword that he caused curses and Lily was deaf, but she knew that the sword lit up, and she knew that it gave it a lot of power.
Yup. Oh shit.
When he doesn't answer,
Season 2, call back.
She shoves him back and looks almost disgusted that she touched him. It's not Benny. This ain't her Benny. Oh, so she's upset with Benny, but
that, as you request that of the air, Arden, you actually see, you hear off in the distance Benny's voice.
Benny?
Benny? You see his shadow next to you. Lily is so caught up in things, and so is Exodus, that you are the only one who notices it. But you just hear faintly, "I am the reason that the world is cursed. I made Curse God," in Benny's voice. And you see a sword in the silhouette glow with light, and then that shadow vanishes.
Really quick, Cece does have a little bit of a point. Who has the confession sword right now? Because I know it was one.
It's in Betty's bag. It is in Betty's inventory.
Did Lily mug him?
Benny's been the one who's been holding like Wilfred's shit.
Surprised, but maybe not. She's not like shocked exactly, because I mean, come on, we've been building up to this here anyway. But so she kind of like turns to Lily and I guess everybody else too, but mostly to Lou because she's the one who was asking this. She was like, I think he just answered you. I mean, Benny, that is. Because there was a shadow and the sword and...
I want to hear it from him. Because the Benny I know lost his memory. This one didn't. This one knows. Every little thing that he has ever done wrong, he knows. Answer me.
I brought forth curses into our world. I cursed the world. I created the cursed god. That was me. All this time it's been me. It's been me.
You know, looks like I'm 0 for 2. So, I'll be over there. There is a nebulous direction. She kind of just turns and walks a few feet and just kind of sits down.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm not walking. Okay. Oh, where am I going? No.
The scariest thing a dungeon master can say, no.
No. Oh, okay.
Ha.
Because
No.
I very rarely say it.
What am I doing?
It just keeps echoing. I did it. I am the reason the world is cursed. Just echoing, looping endlessly. It's one of those things where you're starting to spiral and you're hearing the same things over and over and over and over and over again, back and forth and back and forth. It all just... There's no doubt about it. There can't be a reasonable doubt for this at this point, can there?
I mean, for what it's worth, since Arden's already, like, right there, she's gonna reach out and just, like, you know, shake him a little, like, hey. Is it him that's saying that?
Yeah, it's Exodus. It's
yeah,
Exodus.
Okay. So she's gonna, like, you know, like give him a little bit of a shake, try to, like, I don't know, ground him in reality a little more.
You start just shaking him and doing your best, everything in your power to ground him. And as you do, well, no, maybe it's still, maybe they're still wrong. Maybe they're still
I'm gonna interrupt
wrong.
him, and I don't think Arden
This is Benny's inner monologue, but
Benny's
yeah,
inner monologue. Okay.
Exodus's. Sorry, I misspoke. This is Exodus's inner
Exodus.
monologue speaking. Maybe they're still wrong. Because no, because it wasn't Genesis who started everything. The reason, theoretically, that he even got into this mess is because the one thing that everyone seems to forget is that Genesis was with Exodus. Tiamat died. He has an alibi, so maybe that tipped him over the edge. So if you go back, then maybe the one who killed Tiamat is the reason. Yes, 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 come on. There's still a chance that things can just go back to normal. And maybe, just maybe it wasn't your fault. It starts ramping up, and at first you don't hear it, but now you do.
Okay, then I think at this point Arden, like, puts a hand on his shoulder, and I'm actually going to use the, and I mean he may succeed on this, but the first level enchantment command. I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and just say, accept. And I don't think that she even knows exactly what she's doing, because that's how I'm playing the magic levels here. But,
let's go!
But that's what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Exodus, please. Oh my god. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What's it? Wisdom save? Yeah.
I think it's a wisdom saving throw.
Thank God I have no wisdom, I guess.
Yeah.
Bro is not wise. All these issues in his life, and bro has never become wise.
I mean,
if he was wise,
check out, no lie.
Turning Genesis into Curse God actually made him lose his wisdom.
It did.
Wisman.
Wisdom. I got a 6.
Yeah, that does not pass my spell save DC of 16, so...
Exodus, as all of this is running through your head, maybe that there's a reason, maybe there's a way to explain it, maybe you weren't involved in this like everyone's been saying this whole time. It's always been, you know, Exodus versus Genesis, Curse God versus General Jets. But, I mean, maybe at the end of the day you're detached from the situation and then you feel it. Arden's hand on your shoulder. A divine celestial light running through you. As in a thunderous voice in your head, overtaking all of those thoughts, the scrambling to try and prove yourself wrong. The grasping of every action I do must be moral. It suddenly snaps as Arden commands you to accept. Exodus, what did you do?
I created curses. It was my fault. Everything we've been chasing and hunting down, and everything we've been doing, and it's all because of me.
Ground beneath you guys.
Oh.
Cracks. And shatters. We are going to end this session off here.
Oh my god! No! I'm kidding. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stop making Pikmin noises! Imagine we kill Curse God at the end of the campaign and all of a sudden leaves pop up and it's just like, yeah, you found me!
Everything's fine.
Everything's perfectly okay. We're having a great time.
Nothing is going wrong at all.
Nothing has ever gone wrong in the history of Cursed Ones. Nothing bad ever happens to the Cursed One. Let's go!
No, I mean, Cursed is in our name, so I kind of feel like...
God damn, you guys are so good at this game, and it makes me... Take a point of DM inspiration for that command spell. Holy shit. That was so good. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys blew me away this session. Holy shit. Between the sillies, the funnies, the ups, the downs. Ooh, this is one for the books. One for the books, eh? Let's do some closing remarks, shall we? More closing remarks.
you know, I knew I wanted to try and give Arden the power of friendship. Good to know that that is basically what's happening.
The power of accept your sins.
Except for sins, but it's like friendly, you know.
Yeah. It's
Like,
a friendly.
man, it's not good for you.
It's a friendly. The narrative has doomed you. You have cursed the entire world. Everyone is in pain because of you, but you're my friend. Kind of
It's
justice
like, you
type
know,
beat.
you're trying to fix it, and like we're friends, so
We're chilling. We're chilling like a villain.
I mean, I think also for Arden, she's like, you know, this isn't hers to forgive. Like she's not really affected by this, so
Ooh.
instead she's just like, I can just be here as like, you know, to help people accept those parts of themselves because it didn't actually directly affect me. So like, I'm not really mad about it.
You're just chilling like a villain.
I'm just chilling. I mean, that's kind of Arden's entire vibe.
So true. The horrors are everywhere, but Arden is just vibing.
Arden is there to cast the light spell.
I like to personally imagine that during every tense discussion between Lily and Exodus
He's
this
glowing
session.
pink this entire time.
Yeah,
by
no.
the way.
He's been glowing pink, but
Definitely
B,
adds
I like the idea of Astra, Lee, and Arden just going like between
Like a soap opera.
yeah, literally just damn
Just soap opera.
these bitches
No, this is
fighting.
like, holy shit!
Sitcom guy.
Yeah. Astra's like face this entire time was literally just like, and Lee's is just like,
Oh.
do you guys know?
Like, man.
Do you guys know the kilometer?
I guess obviously Astra is as well, but like at the same time, I feel like they're all just standing there, just like.
Oh yeah, literally. That's literally all three of them right now. Do you guys know? Do you guys know the Miles Morales when he finds his evil doppelganger Kilometer Morales meme with the guy going like? That is literally Arden, Arden, Lee, and Astra in a lineup just doing that as Exodus and Lily beat the shit out of one another.
And was just kind of like, Exodus, man,
You good?
The answer, no. He's so ungood. His internal monologue is becoming an external monologue that we all can hear, and therefore be like, hey, man, look, just accept it.
Kiki, closing remarks.
First part of my closing remark is only on the Discord side. I want you to go to Meets and I want you to watch that video. It's my favorite thing ever.
I am watching it now. People on the stream, you might hear it, and I don't know what it is going to be, so
Guilt.
oh god, the loud TikTok ass sound. But yes, the stream could indeed hear that. Guilt.
Anyway,
Guilt.
I think this should be a sound on a soundboard.
I think that's new soundboard sound.
My
Guilt.
This on a soundboard.
My second closing remark is 0 for 2 was in reference for something very specific.
Yeah.
Father figures.
No. No.
I was gonna say if I had 2 nickels, but Phineas and Ferb doesn't exist in person ones.
No.
It's okay. Arden can be
Okay,
the next.
no, I should clarify. I should clarify for crime's sake, but she's not like, it's kind of a weird nebulous state. She's not mad at Benny, she's mad at this specific version of Benny. Because Benny doesn't remember any of this, like, at all.
Well, I mean, you remember that enough things on the confession story,
and like,
apparently.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Why would he say that? But also, we've been going through this, all these memories have been logged, so like, but she's mad at Exodus.
However, I will say that now all the doors have been busted open, and they may not just be the locked memories anymore.
Yeah, but she's holding out hope. She's like, please, I don't want to have to ghost Benny.
And finally, the man of the hour, Benny. Crime. Closing remarks.
I will leave you with this. Exodus 9:15. For now I will stretch out my hand, and that I may smite thee and thy people with pestilence, and thou shalt be cut off from the earth.
I thought you were gonna say thy pee-pee.
Pee-pee. Also, for warning, I am not Christian. I just think that Bible quotes sometimes have wacky meaning.
The Bible.
Yeah, I feel like I should also mention I am not Christian either. I just use the themology because it's well known.
You just instantly, you were like, Exodus, blah, 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 and I'm like, oh, yuck, the Bible?
The Bible.
It's also a quote that's written on the side of a building in Left 4 Dead 2.
Real. That's the real thing. You're not referencing the Bible. You're referencing Left 4 Dead 2.
There's some raw quotes in the Bible, so like objectively I don't have any problem with quoting it. It's just that like my first instinct upon hearing the Bible, I'm just like, oh, this.
Yeah. I hope that
grew up in the middle of nowhere and everybody here is Christian.
Yep.
Okay.
The Bible.
Hold on. I hope this works, and I hope it's not too quiet.
Yes.
I love that. Guilt.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's delicious, even.
Guilt. All right. So before we sign off today, and head on off, I have something interesting to show you guys in chat. If you've been watching Apex and Aberrations, pretty much everyone knows what exactly is happening here if you've been tuning into both Cursed Ones recently or Apex and Aberrations, or of course Cyberpunk Soul of Steel, which go watch Cyberpunk Soul of Steel. It's really fun. I'm having a great time in it, and shout out to Chance. But I've been teasing something for a little while, and I think it's about time for you guys to watch the official trailer. So, sit back, relax. I will see you guys next time on Cursed Ones. We're gonna head on out, but
Bye, guys.
stick around.
You guys are gonna love this video.
Bye.
I'm gonna watch it.
My name is Peter M. Parker.
My name is Ophelia Octavius.
My name is not something you need to know.
My name is Pacific Parker.
My name is Max Monroe.
My name is Pietro Price.
My name is Maya Brightsoul.
The name's Emmerich. Emmett Emmerich.
My name is... well, we're not sure.
I knew my day would come around this time. Just had to cleanse my soul.
In the past
6 months.
6 months.
The last year.
2 years.
And after 2 years...
4 years.
5 years.
8 years.
27 years.
Por último, I'm almost there. Come on. Just one more jump.